I guess people didn't get the object notification because I would imagine, that those two things might be related. So, a little bit of traffic, whatever. Everything was fine, plenty of time. But the one thing, and I would suggest that you do this at home right now, if you're in your car and you're sitting in traffic and you're losing your mind about it. I did transcendental meditation. I went to a different place. And you know where I went to? Any airport. And I went to the airport and I just watched how crazy everybody was at the airport. And suddenly I felt better. I said, I'm going to be delayed maybe, 15, 20 minutes and I'll be fine. I said an hour from now, I won't even remember I was in traffic. Meanwhile, they're just actively ruining people's lives at the airport right now. These videos that are coming out, and it really is remarkable because it's like when it changes, it's just like in a snap, everything changes. And now every airport, like it wasn't good before, but it appears that as of last night, everything is a disaster. We're back to having the videos of just the airports filled with people that have just kind of given up on life. They've moved in. They've brought all their bags together so they can kind of build shanty towns and just try to figure out and just go, we don't know. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Just humanity. Just around. And you can see, and when all that humanity is packed into the airport, there's a helplessness to it. Because with all these hundreds and thousands of people that we see packed into these airports, not one of them has any control over what they're doing. And then I see these videos come out of these pilots that are talking to the passengers on the planes. And I swear I had to check multiple sources to see if this was AI because, it very well could be. I was looking for whatever those, the Sora logo, the little thing up top or whatever. No Sora logo. And, you check multiple and then you're like, no, these words are matching his lips and does the audio match and everything? And it does. I mean, listen to this dude. And I think that the pilots, the actual employees, because this is all because of the government shutdown, which at this point, I think all crime is legal. The government's been shut down forever. We haven't had a government in God knows how long.
Over a month.
Yeah, which does tell you what a strong country we are. The fact that we can just have no government for a month and everything is, for the most part, business as usual. The airports are just starting to shut down now, but it's not like, there are other countries where you shut down the government for a month and there'll be a coup, They'll realize there's no order. But here it's just like flights are delayed. But this was a Delta pilot, I guess, letting the passengers know that for the time being, well, we're all fucked. Listen to him.
Right now, our approach is a day by day, the day before we will cancel a flight as long as the government requires us to.
Oh.
Right now, the FAA is asking every airline a 10% reduction in flights to the top 40 markets in the United States. For Delta on a weekday, for all my staff fans, that's roughly 540 flights a day if we have to. It is entirely up to the FAA at this point.
And you know what he's talking about. Hip pause. You know what he's talking about when he says it's up to the FAA. Sean from the real world. Sean from the real world has been the one calling all the airports going hey, look, it's time. I got to stop being polite and start getting real. You're going to need to cancel about 10% of these flights every day. When, saying they're canceling 10% of the flights isn't so jarring because you go, well, I guess 90% are still getting in the air. That's still good. That pilot knows. Putting a number on it is when it gets jarring. When he's like, it's 540 flights a day. You're like, what? And this is for one airline. Yeah. That's just Delta. Only Delta, 540. And it's not even like you get the heads up. He said the night before. I guess Sean from the real world calls and goes okay, you got to cancel the flights.
You think he calls everyone?
Well, he said that. Hey, that's the guy,
no,
right?
I know. I'm just saying.
You probably do a phone chain for something like that. You call LaGuardia, they call JFK, they call Newark.
Purple
they call
Monkey Dishwasher. Yeah. So Sean calls the first airport, and then he goes, I'm going to need you to call O'Hare.
Yeah.
You got O'Hare's number, right? He'll call JFK, and he goes, I need you to call LaGuardia, and then tell LaGuardia to also let O'Hare know. And then LaGuardia lets O'Hare know and goes, let LAX know. And then over the course of the evening, You at least get the gist.
It's like when Little League practice would get canceled. Someone's mom would call one, and then they would call another.
And inevitably, it was always the nerd that would still show up. One nerd would be there. It was never more than one, but it was always one nerd.
I thought it was more like when we had to see if school was canceled. And like you would just listen to the radio or watch TV.
That's right. They turn on local access. Maybe that's the way they should do it. Just have Sean from the Real World, because he's got television experience. Don't forget.
That's right.
So Sean from the Real World just goes on, but it's not everybody has cable right now. So he goes on local access, and they could just send the feed everywhere, and it says the following flights have been canceled.
As long as it's not on ABC, because I'll still show up.
Yeah. It can't be on ABC because YouTube TV will miss it. Because that's the other thing. We have no government or Monday Night Football if you have YouTube TV. Imagine that.
I got nothing to watch tonight.
We're literally on the cusp of America 250. We're about to have UFC on the White House lawn. And there's a giant portion of the country that can't fly or watch Monday Night Football. Imagine being at the airport. You show up this morning. And they're like, yeah, this is one of 550 flights that are being canceled.
I think Ian lives in Toronto now.
Right, Ian just lives there. He's like, no, it's just the New York Comedy Festival that I had to cancel.
No big deal.
So Ian is Canadian now. Ian Fidance had to post a message on his Instagram last night that said he did it from the airport. He's just stuck in the Toronto airport. He's just a Canadian guy now.
Meanwhile, for him and for anybody like him that smokes, you're not leaving the airport.
Oh, yeah, because you have no idea. They're like, we're waiting for Sean to call.
Yeah, he said he was going nuts.
Because he can't smoke?
Because it had been like 6 hours since he
had
I bet you went in the bathroom and took a little.
You think he would do
pull.
that?
I hope so, just blowing into the vents.
Occasionally you walk in the bathroom in the airport, you smell smoke.
What's an emergency?
Yeah.
And it's Toronto, so what are they going to do?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Is a Mountie going to ask you to put it out?
He's got an electric shock stick, so you got to watch out.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a cattle prod.
And then maybe some brass knuckles.
Then maybe, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. He's stuck there. He's stuck in Canada. He's Canadian now.
I think once you're there for 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That you're naturalized at that point. That's squatters' rights.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean.
And I think Voss had like a whole day at the airport yesterday.
I mean, I'm going to guess that was probably his mistake. That was probably unrelated. He probably just went to the airport on the wrong day or something.
Let me see. He posted on Facebook yesterday.
I bet he did. He was like, also, you can win this car.
Okay, now you're just being mean.
Well, I'm just saying, those are things Voss does on Facebook. It's just a little lighthearted banter. You know, fact-based, lighthearted banter. That's all that is. Let's listen to some more of this guy, the captain, who's letting everybody know that and by the way, it's even more so the fact that the employees have gotten to the point where they've given up. They're like, we want you to know that we're with you. Like the employees, instead of taking that sort of higher ground and going like, you're here to listen to us, they're going, no. We're on your side here. So when the have-nots rise, don't rise against us. We're with you. We've seen how the French Revolution panned out. We're with you guys.
Because, there's anger towards them.
Of course, because they're like, we were never on the Real World. We don't know Sean. Like, that's your problems with Sean and Sean's friends, not with us. Because that is where you direct your anger.
Yeah.
Like, you got the steering wheel. Just fly the plane.
Hit the fucking gas.
That's right. That would be Troy sitting in the back of the plane as this guy's talking. Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up and hit the goddamn gas?
It's the pedal on the right.
Yeah. Okay. Your wife is pulling you back down in the
Troy,
seat.
please calm down.
Yeah, he can't.
I'm pissed.
Sean from the Real World won't let him hit the gas. It's not his fault. Sean, you're upsetting Toots. No. He's upsetting Toots. Toots on my side.
Toots wants to be in Florida, trust me.
Shut the fuck up and hit the gas. That's what they're trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid that because they know it's coming.
Oh, yeah. People are hanging on by a thread.
Oh.
Next week is going to be a mess.
That's when it starts, when holiday travel starts, right? Next week.
Oh, jeez.
People who want to take 2 weeks off for Thanksgiving, and they're already miserable. They got to go sleep in their childhood bedroom in their mom's house.
Yeah, they're not happy about that.
No, they're not happy about that. Every idiosyncrasy that their mom ever had when they were growing up has only gone up by 10 because their mom is old and senile now. They got to sleep in a child-sized bed because their mom won't change it. And now they're sitting there and they're just living at the airport. Why? Because Sean from the real world is coming by with pizzas? Pizzas? Oh.
I mean, at least what he's saying is they're giving you a day's heads up.
Like
if
the
I
night
go to if
before.
I go to the airport, you know, like it's $100 Uber to the airport.
It is?
You get in, you sit there, and then it's $100 when they cancel it to go home in an Uber, and then you have to $100 to go back when they reschedule it.
Are you thinking about your holiday travel?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, but there were still like over 6,000 delays yesterday, and then those delays turn into just cancellations.
No. That's what I'm
So
saying.
sometimes you don't find out till you're past security.
Yeah, they're not just giving everybody.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Because they'll tell you this.
You'll
They'll
be
go,
fine though.
They'll go, hey, good news for you. Your flight's only delayed. All right. So, okay, well, at least I know. I'll go to the airport a couple hours later. I get my Uber. Okay. All right. Here is $100. Thank you for the Uber to the airport. Okay. Check my bags. Paid the okay, the bags are checked. Okay, good. All right. Went through security. Got patted down. I don't know why I needed to get patted down, but okay, I patted down. All right, I made it to the gate. Let me buy a burger. Okay, the burger's $38. All right, well, still, I got to eat. I'll buy a burger. All right.
I'm hungry. I'm hangry.
I'm hangry. This will be better for me. I'll get on the plane with a full belly. And then you sit down at the gate, and you know what it'll say? Delayed, canceled. Oh, God damn it.
I would rather that, though, when you get on the plane, you head out to the tarmac, you're sitting out there, you're in line, and they're like, we're going to go back. We can't. You know, we're delayed.
Right.
And you're like, we've been sitting out here for 2 hours.
Right.
And you're going to take us back, unload us
Off the plane, you mean.
off the plane.
So, like, you're delayed, then you get on the plane.
And you're like, okay, we're going.
We're going now, and they're like,
It's
actually,
a delay. It's like, okay, no problem. We're here.
we're on the plane.
We're in line to go.
Yeah.
No.
No.
We're going
That's what
back.
happened to Rich. He sat for 3 hours and they got off the plane.
God, you want to fucking kill somebody.
Right. You can't believe what's happened. You can't believe it.
I mean, your blood is just boiling.
And then if they ultimately cancel the flight, don't they just like leave everybody's bags just like around and they're like, go
Yeah.
find your bag?
You just look out the window and you're looking at your bag on the tarmac, and they're like, hey, it'll be fine. You're like, it won't. No, it won't be
There's
fine.
10,000 bags.
Yeah, but they got tags on them.
Oh.
Don't worry. Each of those bags has a UPC code on it.
You got an AirTag for your bag?
I mean, I just have a carry-on.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, he's basically at this point traveling with a fanny pack.
Because he knows he's going back
He can't.
home.
Yeah, he can't.
No, I'm not dealing with it.
He
I'll
can't.
drive you to the airport. When are you going, next week?
Is that worth saving $100?
What do you mean?
You know,
You know what I mean? Like, think about the real cost.
I'll
though.
be quiet.
I don't believe that.
can we listen to some cool tunes?
Of course we can listen to cool
But
tunes.
you know, he'll have something shitty to say at some point.
No.
You know what I mean?
Not if there's cool tunes.
I mean, sometimes Travis is a fun hang.
I'm
Yeah,
always
but
fun.
it'll always be something like, you know, you wouldn't have had to call me to drive you if.
No.
And you're like, ugh.
I'm the one making
You know
the
what
offer.
I'm saying, right?
Where are
Yeah.
you flying at? JFK?
LaGuardia.
Oh,
Why,
I'm just saying. You know, it just seems like that's. It's not like I would have said that regardless of your choice.
I mean,
That
none
just-
of them are good.
That just seems like the worst one.
Over Newark?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of that one. At this point, you better rent a car. You better buy a
I
car,
looked
dude.
into renting.
Did you?
I looked into renting.
And?
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, prices are only going to go up. Just book a car. You can cancel for
You know what
free.
you should do?
Uh,
Buy a car.
buy one?
See, that way you have it.
In this economy?
That way you have it.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Now I can return this, right?
They're like, yeah, 100%.
Well, we're going to see. When are they supposed to vote on this?
I mean, I've got to believe that this is all posturing because they want people to be scared, so there's pressure on people. You know how, like, when you're... Because this is how they do. They're heartless humans.
They really are.
Like, you know how, like, in business...
All of them?
You do, yes, every single one. In business, like you try to go into a negotiation with leverage, right? So we are the leverage. They're using us.
Fuck you. That's so
Yeah.
it's so shitty.
It is because we're not going to benefit from not one iota of it.
No.
We're just looking for the least shitty outcome, but it's going to be a shitty out. You know it is.
Regardless.
Yes, but yeah, we're being used as the leverage, And the Democrats are going to say, well, we're going to tell the people who are mad that it's your fault. And then the Republicans are saying, oh, yeah? Well, we're going to tell the people that are mad that it's your fault. Even though they all know it's all of their faults.
Weird how they caved just a few days after the election.
Right.
Strange.
Yeah, it's
and gave
odd.
them everything that they wanted 40 days ago.
It's odd.
It's so weird.
It's odd that Election Tuesday has shown up and gone. And they figured out, like, the Republicans figured out, oh, this didn't work for our thing. But, I mean, yeah, I've got to believe that now that the elections are over. And
Weird how all these Democrats that are siding now aren't up for re-election next year.
That's right.
That's weird.
That's odd.
Probably nothing.
It has nothing to do with anything. I don't even know why you bring that. Are you trying to transition to a different topic? Oh, okay. Because that has nothing
I'm
to
just saying that's weird.
Because that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Yeah. Look at that. The Senate advances to shut down after the Dems cave. Oh.
Which is true.
That's weird. But they're not going to check, like.
I mean, they're getting nothing.
But a year for, like, it's not like they're running. The ones caving are not
The ones that are agreeing to vote, they're not up for re-election.
That's weird.
Next year.
They didn't do this last week. They did it this week.
They didn't do
Oh.
it last week before the election. They did it 5 days later.
Timing is interesting.
It
That's
is.
all.
It's weird, yeah.
That's all.
So fucking annoying.
It's so.
We're in the middle of this nonsense.
It is.
That's all it is. It's we are in the middle.
And by the way, you know, all we're trying to do is live day to day. And you know that every day that 10% of the flights get canceled, that 10%, I mean, unless it's like some of them are on business trips with which they'll just be like, well, we're not going to make it. But people, a lot of them are rescheduling flights. They got to go to where they're going at some point, which means by the time you get to, I mean, the holidays are close enough that you're going to feel that, you know, once holiday flights start kicking in, it's going to be a bottleneck.
You'll be fine.
But that, I don't think that'll affect you. When are you traveling?
Next week and then back in December again.
Oh, you'll be fine for December.
I mean, I don't know. Will I? I have no idea.
Of course.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Why don't?
What would bring you to that
He's just saying
conclusion?
that.
The holidays. And everything that's going on here. Sean from the real world.
They're going to screw us, aren't they?
Yep.
Sean specifically?
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
From the real world.
Yes.
God damn it.
He took that whole stop being polite thing to the extreme.
Yeah, he really did.
Yes.
Nothing about this is polite.
Nothing.
A lot of it is real.
Most of it is not real either,
Oh.
to be 100% fair. Most of it is totally fake.
That's my mistake.
Let's go back to the our pilot friend who is trying to...
Are also a priority.
Hell yeah.
Anything else, such as a Delta Connection flight, a flight that does not go through a major hub, all those are fair game to be canceled. Delta will announce a cancellation and let you know the day before, if at all possible. It will offer you
Okay,
rebooking
hit pause. They said if at all possible.
if at all possible.
Sometimes it's not at all possible.
What happened to America First? Why are they prioritizing international flights?
I know.
That's a good question.
Right?
And can you believe with the airport they have in Orlando, that beautiful resort, which is a vacation destination,
MCO?
MCO itself is the vacation destination. That they're flying to Minnie instead? Minnie.
He must have just left that one out. 'cause
Maybe
that
they
might
meant
be-
mouse.
I don't think we're flying to see Minnie, you think?
Yeah.
Like Disney World. It's possible. No, I don't think Orlando is considered a hub.
It's not?
Not a
It's
hub.
Orlando.
I know, but it's not like a bunch of, like, you don't fly into, I mean, geographically where it's situated, like, they don't base hubs just based on great cities. But, like, a hub, why they call it a hub is because you can get a flight from that hub to somewhere else.
You can't fly from MCO to
No,
somewhere else?
but to geographically, to decide to fly all the way down because you're trying to get someplace else. Like, imagine just looking at the map, flying to Orlando to get to, like, Chicago. You know what I mean? You're
that's
making a
a
big
little out of the way, but-
check mark. You
That's
see what
silly.
like, Orlando is actually out of the way for any other, to connect from New York.
I mean, that's debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're going to Tampa. Like, I'm going to Tampa through Orlando. There's that.
Cut over to Texas?
Yeah.
You go down to Orlando and then over to Texas.
If it's cheaper, yeah.
I get because that's a right angle. I mean, it's a lot easier to go diagonal to Texas.
I don't know why you're shitting on MCO right
Wait,
now.
I'm not shitting
It's
on it.
weird.
It's just
It's weird.
hubs are just. I mean, it's just geographic. It has
I
nothing.
mean, if you look at geographically, New York is way out of the way.
New York's not a hub. It's like
He said New York. Didn't he say New York? He said New York.
Well, they're flying out of New York in this moment.
New York's a hub.
It's a hubba. It might be a hub to get to international.
I mean, it's not Chicago or Atlanta, but it's
that's
a hub.
the middle.
Yeah.
See,
Orlando, they're now offering flights to Japan. They're offering flights to direct flights to Italy. This is all new for Orlando.
I mean, you've been a touring musician.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't go to Orlando to get to Italy from New York. That seems
Right. Like if you were in California, you might fly to New York.
Italy's like a straight line.
Right. Like if you were in a different part of America, you might fay to New York to get to Europe.
Of course.
Right. But not down to Orlando and then over to Europe.
They shouldn't cancel. They should cancel 0% of the flights going to Orlando.
I'm now looking,
because everybody knows why you're going there.
but I'm now thinking about going from Orlando over to Texas.
Yeah.
And it's like going all the way down and then all the way over instead of just
Maybe
going
it's more
diagonal.
convenient.
Well, how could it be more convenient? The quickest way to get anywhere is a straight line, and you've created 2 straight lines.
Yeah.
You've doubled it.
Maybe it's cheaper.
Okay.
I think.
It's cheaper to fly over the water or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Over what? You mean from Orlando to Texas?
The Gulf of America.
I forgot about the Gulf of America. We really are winning.
Yeah. I feel it.
It is probably cheaper because that's our space.
It is our space.
I do like the idea that because of the way the pilot is describing it, like to be called a hub is not a matter of geographic significance. It's just like a what's the best. Like it's a rating system. Like the best airports are hubs.
Yeah.
Right.
Orlando.
And so Minneapolis,
LaGuardia.
like to be a hub in Minneapolis is like, but the city sucks. So how could you be a hub? When by definition, a hub is not a hub because you stay there. It's because you land there and then leave immediately.
You don't spend a week in Atlanta?
I mean, Atlanta's a great city, but that's not what makes it a hub.
Oh.
Easy.
Go to a Braves game?
No. Atlanta's awesome. They got a whole Coca-Cola museum.
Check out CNN.
Rocky in Houston. What's up, Rocky?
Sam, you're quite the fool and you have egg on your face. If you take a flight from MacArthur Airport on Long Island to Houston, there is a layover in Orlando.
Well,
Seems like the dumbest thing
I would
to do.
I would imagine that's because the routes going out of MacArthur in Long Island are probably only go to Orlando. Like there's a Westchester Airport that goes to like 3 different places, and that's the only places that they go to. It's probably
Well, it
because
used to be direct, but now it's a layover in Orlando.
that's right. So they do not even have direct flights to Houston. That doesn't.
It's still a layover in Orlando, bro.
Well, I guess I have egg on my face. Thank you, Rocky. So I guess that proves it.
I was right.
Maybe you should go to Sean and say, like, by the way, Orlando is also a hub, MacArthur in Long Island. I don't know if you know about MacArthur Airport in Long Island. They go to Orlando to go to Houston. You have to really not want to leave Long Island. I mean, you could literally just go to Queens.
Yeah.
And take a direct flight to Orlando.
I never understand. Like when I'll search for like a flight on JetBlue and I don't specify which airport, I just hit NYC.
Mm-hmm.
All these flights from Long Island pop up. I'm like, who? Why? Why would I drive
you just
all the
love
way?
because you don't leave. You love Long
I
Island.
guess so.
Let's go to Eric in Colorado. What's up, Eric?
Morning, Sam.
Morning.
Could somebody explain to me why to fly from Denver to either Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or Akron, the nonstop? There are nonstop flights, but the multi-stop or single-stop flights all connect through Charlotte.
Woo!
How and why?
I think it's because it's horseman country.
Why?
No, I
I literally was. I have to fly Thursday for a funeral on Friday, and I was looking at a flight the other day. It goes Denver to Chicago to Charlotte to Pittsburgh.
Look, Eric.
It's a complicated process.
Eric, I want to be sensitive to your loss, but they better put that body on ice because you're not getting out.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? You're not.
I can drive it faster almost.
Yeah, really. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, those flights that they're like, what's going to take 3 flights to get there? 2 of them are getting canceled. So who knows what city you're going to get lost in? That's the other thing. Like, if they're like, what if you end up with a connecting flight and they're like, no, we canceled while you're in the air, we canceled that one. So now you're just in this other city.
My wife had a flight this weekend. She had a connecting flight, and she made it, thank God. But she would have been stuck in St. Louis.
Who wants to be there?
Exactly.
They got the arch.
You know what state St. Louis is in?
Missouri.
Misery.
That's not cool.
You know what is there, though?
What?
The St. Lunatics.
Are they still there?
They're still active.
Oh, okay. Well, if the St. Lunatics are still there, and they're just under the arch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I might pop over there for a bit. Andy in South Carolina.
Hey, how's it going, Sam?
I mean, for me, great. I'm not traveling.
Yeah, no, first off, I just wanted to offer Troy my assistance if he does get booked up. I feel I was helpful last time. And looking at this now, I know he loves those Terra Blue chips, but they've already started canceling the LGA to MCO flights for JetBlue.
You got to book a car, dude.
Oh, boy. Did you know
They
that?
canceled this morning's. 2 of yesterday's flights were delayed. The 9:30 flight getting out last night didn't leave until 6:30 this morning.
Let me ask you this. Do you find it, Troy, helpful? Andy is also our guy that will regularly text the Morning Mashup hotline. Like, he will do the homework. Do you find it helpful that Andy did that for you?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
Troy, I
That's
told you
me.
exactly what was going to happen last time. Bob Kelly agreed with me. You flipped out and started yelling at your wonderful wife about things being in the red. I'm just trying to help.
No, you enjoy my misery, Andy.
You did chat about
know
the
what?
red.
Why do you think I'm calling in now, like 10 days before you
Yeah, he's
fly,
helping
to
him out.
offer to help if everything goes to shit like it will because you're Troy?
Andy, this is happening yesterday and today. I'm hoping the government reopens next week.
Right.
So you're trying to get
So
me.
Troy Kwan trusts the government.
Wow, who would have thought
He's
it would
got
go
you
that
there.
direction?
Oh,
You got me
boy.
by the balls. Yeah, that was the
Also,
plot
Troy,
twist.
right? So right now, most of the airlines are hovering around a 4% reduction in flights. Sean from the Real World is saying that needs to grow to 7% and then 10% over the coming days.
It's gonna get
So
worse
the
before it
longer
gets better.
the longer Chuck Schumer drags this out before just rolling over and showing his belly, the more flights are going to get canceled. That being said, if you want to hedge your bets, you can fly out of Islip on Southwest direct to Orlando. There are 2 flights a day, and they just seem to be slightly delayed, not canceled.
See, Andy's done the work for you. Have you thought about flying out of Islip?
Yeah.
I got a cat. I don't know if I can.
You don't know if you can get
They
to
don't-
Islip with
they-
a cat?
no,
They
they
allow
don't.
cats on Long Island, Troy.
No.
The amount of cat houses in Long Island, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people on Long Island have those weird houses with like 20 cats in them.
It's taking a cat on Southwest. Oh, I'm just.
What's wrong with Southwest?
They let fat people on Southwest. Toots will be fine.
You got to run in
What
and
does a
get your
fat
seat.
person have to do with a cat?
Exactly.
They both smell like shit.
That's a good point. Thank you very much, Andy.
Andy's not
Troy,
helpful.
sometimes I think you just like to complain.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause,
Andy's
like,
giving you all the
you
answers.
answers.
But to-
I'm telling you to like just book a car just in case because you can cancel at any time.
See, look at this. This is very helpful. Thank you, Mike. On Long Island, over 200 animals were found living with a woman in a hoarder house. A 95-year-old woman had 200 animals. Toots will be fine on Long Island. Right, Mike?
When I was writing local news, literally every week there's a story about someone on Long Island
Yeah.
hoarding some kind of animal.
See, I wasn't making that up. That's a Long Island thing.
They like the Islanders, they like the Mets, and they like hoarding animals.
You know why? Because Curtis Sliwa is very Long Island. You know what I
Yes.
mean? There's something Long Island about how he behaves himself. Because they make their own rules. Like Staten Island has their own thing. Long Island has their own thing. You know? And so Toots will be fine there.
Okay.
You could book a car for $700.
Oh,
I mean,
$700.
It's like a week and a half. What do you want?
$7 bills,
I'm
baby.
going to drive it down there and drop it off.
Okay. Please hold.
Why don't you find out what did Jeezy have to pay the Uber driver to get to the show? Once
He only went from like Atlanta to North Carolina or something.
But what if you don't think you could find somebody, drop a G on them, and they'll just drive you?
I'll
Drop
drive
a
you to
G.
Florida.
For a G?
Yeah, for a G.
Would you drive? I'm sorry. Would you drive Troy to Florida?
Yeah.
All in $1,000.
All in?
That's it. $1,000. Troy gives you $1,000. Then you drop him off in Orlando, and then he doesn't have to think about you again.
Ever?
No, you're dead as far as he's concerned.
No, I wouldn't do it for $1,000.
How much would you need?
I mean, I would have to calculate gas
sure.
and wear and tear on the automobile.
Yeah, would you? Let me ask you this, because you don't want to do it back and forth just like that. Would you ask for maybe a night's stay
Probably, but
at his home?
Yes, and if possible, maybe bacon, egg, and cheese on a pretzel roll.
That's done.
But would you ask for a shower?
No, that's okay. I understand if he doesn't want me nude in his house.
Because he'd be naked.
I have
Yeah, but he'd be
showers.
fucking naked in your house, dude.
I have a guest room.
I'm just trying to be nice, you know?
You get all that hair in the drain.
There's like pubes everywhere.
It'd be so gross.
Like pubes on the wall.
Because
I spread them everywhere.
yeah, because he'd shave down.
Why are you shaving? Why are you shaving?
For the drive home!
He's like, and then he goes like, I found this razor in your bathroom. I hope you don't mind. Like,
and it's like pubes just sticking out of
right.
it.
And he didn't even get it out of the guest bathroom. He got it out of your bathroom. That's your razor.
It's like my face razor.
Oh,
Bro,
why'd you do that? Well, I got to drive home. I got a long drive.
my butt hairs were a little long.
I got to be slick on the ride home.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, what kind of price would you charge him? Because you're not doing anything, right?
I'm gonna rent a car today.
Hang on.
Plus, it's early in the week, so you can easily get back in time to your cornucopia decorated
Yeah, that's
home.
right. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think this will be fine. Travis will drive you.
All right.
We'll see what the cost is going to be.
Oh, sold out. Never mind.
Somebody already paid for you to drive them to
No.
Oh.
I would do it for 1,500.
15 hundo.
I can't-
All in.
$1,500. I'll sit in my fucking apartment for Thanksgiving.
That's sad.
I'm not paying $1,500.
Times are tough.
Sorry.
What about a boat?
Oh,
Have you thought about sailing? That's a great suggestion because you could just sail down the coast.
Yes.
What about a train? You love trains.
you know how expensive trains are?
Really expensive.
Real. I mean, it's
It's insane.
Why?
Trains
look
get
at
very
look at
expensive.
Amtrak.
How much is an Amtrak to Orlando? What about a Greyhound?
That's not bad. That's cheaper than a car.
What? 267 coach? You're looking at the private room. Sorry. You can't have a private room, Daddy Warbucks.
I don't know if I could take a cat on Amtrak.
Sure you can.
Yeah.
But where the hell is this going to shit? And it's going to be overnight.
That's true, and you won't get a sleeper car. You have to sit in one of those seats the whole time. What if you go simple? What if you go easy? Go Greyhound.
Oh, yeah. Take a Greyhound. Or a Peter Pan.
Have you ever thought about a Peter Pan bus?
Do you know how hard it is traveling by bus?
What about one of the Chinatown
I do.
Express
Yeah,
buses?
take one of those $10
Oh,
Chinatown buses.
$30 to
Did you ever
Florida.
do that? Have you ever done that?
No, my wife.
A China bus?
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife went to college in Boston, so she did do that.
I mean, it's like
She took her life in her own hands.
Yeah, like back in the day. Yeah.
It's literally like
I don't know if we're gonna make
I
it.
don't know if we're gonna make it.
Yeah. I mean, Danielle's bus caught on fire.
I know.
And that's just a regular bus.
Apparently, that's like happening a lot with NJ Transit buses.
They just catch on fire
yeah,
like
there's
that.
like a fire problem.
Oh, jeez, they
I
should
know.
fix that.
I know.
They probably fired all their maintenance staff. They have interns working on this.
That's true. That's true. You still like the bus, Danielle? Or did that not as
That
much?
changed, didn't
No,
it?
I vibe.
Still vibing?
I still vibe. Yeah.
Because you think to yourself, like, what's the chance of it catching on fire again?
Yeah, the one that I'm on.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, $175 for a bus. You go to the Port Authority, end up at Orlando bus station.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
$175 for the whole trip?
It's only 40 hours.
Bro, if
Big
I-
deal, 40 hours. You know, here's what you do: listen to a couple podcasts.
Load up a pod.
And this is great too. You get on at 1:05 in the morning. You don't worry about the driver at all. He's going to be driving overnight. I'm sure he's fine. He's totally fine. He's just a normal dude. Totally fine.
Probably on meth.
I wouldn't imagine that. And then, you get on at 1:05 a.m. and you get into Orlando at 4:20 p.m., which is cool, the next day.
Nice.
I could blaze.
Right.
As soon as I get-
And when I say the next day, I don't mean like you wake up in the morning. I mean like you're going to have 2 nights technically. Because you'll have 1:05 a.m. into the morning and then another night into the morning and then that afternoon.
What? No. So if I get on at 1:05 a.m., another 1:05 a.m. is going to pass.
You'll
Or
see
1:05.
another 1:05
Yeah, 40
a.m.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a quick 40 hours.
It's quick 40.
40 hours.
Dude,
That's
it goes
40
by in
episodes
a
of TV.
flash.
Yeah.
Big deal. You put on, or if it's The Office, 80.
That sounds like hell.
Just put on quick 80 episodes of The Office, and it's like
It's
fine.
not even a whole series.
No, that's right.
That sounds like hell.
Jim and Pam will have kids. You'll start the trip going, will they, won't they? And by the time, they'll have kids and you won't be able to stand them anymore. Am I right, Mike?
Be like, I think he's a bad person.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll hate them.
Yeah, that's right. Hate. That's right.
All right, you're leaving on the 20th.
You could boat for 4 days.
You are keen on this boat. Where does the boat leave from?
I don't know.
Probably out somewhere maybe like Long Island or something?
Probably something like that.
To go on-
Staten Island.
Oh, 10 days. Ooh.
10 days.
It's on a boat? That's like the Titanic. Except you end up in Orlando instead of in another country. Wow.
Hang on.
But you just go around.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably relaxing.
Go down the coast. That dude in Hawaii did it. He said it was his dream.
And he brought a cat.
Oh, that's right.
He brought a cat. He took a dinghy the whole way.
If it was like a Carnival cruise ship, I could do that.
That feels a little different.
That would be fun.
You could book a Carnival cruise to Miami and then get from Miami to Orlando. Wouldn't it be funny to get on a Carnival cruise
would
to
be
Miami
so funny.
and you're like, I just need
And
one way.
just
I'm
get
just
off.
doing it for transportation. Like this is just my ride.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have to go to Miami. They go to like the space. There's like a port over by the space coast.
Is that right?
Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral.
That's the way to go.
That's easy. That ain't
Yeah,
no
from the
thing.
Manhattan Cruise Terminal.
Yeah.
Plus you have meals.
Meals.
Buffet.
Have a jacuzzi.
Right.
Some entertainment. Maybe a funny comedian.
And that's right. Get a couple laughs in while you're on the boat.
Yeah, the dirty late night show.
Oh, yeah, of course. You got to go. You're an adult. You can handle
I wanna
that
hear
type of
curse words.
language. Yeah. Yeah. And what's great is you could upgrade your room because you're only going one way.
Yeah.
You know? You'd have to call and say, like, well, what can I get half price on this? Because I don't need the room for the way back.
Yeah, you can put somebody else in it.
Yeah. I'm just taking it the one way.
Honestly, I'm being honest with you. I would do that. If they're like, "Can I have a cat?" and they're like, "Yeah," I'd be like, "I'll do that."
I'll do that.
Oh,
just
that's
the
right,
one
I forgot
way.
about the cat. That might be hard to get on a cruise ship.
I know. I mean, I could.
And the last thing you want to do is take a pet cruise.
No.
The weirdos that you would meet on that pet cruise.
I think I could sneak him in.
I think you could too.
And he's quiet.
And who's going to get mad? If you get caught, what's the worst case scenario? You get caught and then everyone's like, oh, this is just the most adorable cat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do? Throw me off the ship?
Right.
We're already in motion.
Exactly. What are you going to make me walk the plank?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, shut up. It's maritime law. Cats are allowed here.
I'd bring him to the casino.
Oh, yeah. You'd put Toots on red.
He'd be my good luck.
That's right. Everybody would be going in for a stroke. He wouldn't mind that at
No,
all.
he loved it.
He liked that. Mike in New York.
Hey, my son's flight got canceled in South Carolina last night going back to Nashville, so he had to trade up a 1-hour flight for a 12-hour bus ride.
Oh, how old's your son?
He's 20, so he's too young to rent a car.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. Yeah, I forgot you got to be 25 to rent a car, right?
Yep.
So he's on the bus. He's on a 12-hour bus ride.
And my wife and I didn't tell him to sit in the front. And he called us this morning. He's sitting in the back complaining it smells like shit.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because people aren't going to respect the no shitting rule.
Not in these times.
Oh, I love it. Good for you, Mike. Good for you. Thank you, buddy.
I was on a bus one time, and there was a woman changing her kid's diaper right next to me. The whole bus smelled like baby shit.
What are you going to expect to do, baby? To just sit in a dirty diaper the whole time?
I mean, maybe go in the bathroom and do it.
That might actually be a better place when you suggest
I mean,
that.
literally, like on the seat next to me, like I see a kid's legs up in the air like this, and she's wiping the shit out
Well,
of his ass.
there's not bathrooms on every bus.
Okay, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
But I don't know why I have to
Yeah.
smell baby shit on my.
You got to sit up front and make conversation with the driver.
I have to sit because I get sick if I'm sitting in the back.
You get car sick?
Yeah, I need to see out the window.
You're just sitting there bus sick for 40 hours. For 40 hours. You're like sitting there going like, okay, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We got to be there soon, right? No, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. What? Like, can you imagine making it from 1 a.m. to 4 p.m.? And then you're like, wait, 4 p.m. tomorrow?
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Where the hell's the bus going? Like, if you drive direct, it's only like 17 hours.
Yeah, it's got to stop.
Bus stops.
Yeah.
It's not one stop. They're
Oh,
picking up
yeah.
everybody along the way.
Oh my god. I mean,
And you make stops for like snacks and foods.
And it's a different driver. It's not like it's one driver the whole way.
Yeah.
You can't have the same driver the whole way.
There's many stops. Yeah, look at that. It'll show you.
It
how many
goes from
stops.
New York to D.C., from D.C. to Atlanta, from Atlanta. Oh, and then it's 11 stops between D.C. and Atlanta.
You'll make friends. It'll be fun.
I don't want to make friends.
Why?
I mean, you're looking
You could
at like
use some friends.
30 stops on the way to Orlando.
Oh my.
And you make temporary friends.
There's a McDonald's at the Union Station in D.C.
You stop at the, you know, it would be great if he stops at the McDonald's. You know, Troy likes to get a big meal. You know, I mean, this would literally be, and I have 3 kids, the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. if Troy stopped at the McDonald's, got himself, everything, because he said, man, this is going to be I better fill my belly up. And he's just sitting there, and he's on his second Big Mac, and the bus just drives away. Would that not be the greatest thing that's ever happened? How'd you miss your bus? I was in the McDonald's. Could you see that happening to you?
Yeah.
You'd be starving because you'd be too scared to get off and get a meal because with your luck, the bus would just drive away.
Troy, there's a cruise. There's a Royal Caribbean cruise leaving from New York.
Okay.
On Sunday the 23rd, so you lose a couple days, but you're still good. It stops in Port Canaveral.
Get the fuck out.
Ooh.
How much?
An interior room is $830.
Oh my God!
But
you
call
People
them.
expect you to be there for 7 days.
You call them up and you say, "I just need it for half."
But who's going to jump on halfway to fill the room?
I don't know. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you find somebody in Port Canaveral.
That's a good idea.
Going, have you ever seen New York before? I'd like to sell you the remainder of my cruise.
By the way, it will return to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe.
Or can you use your return? Do you have to? Let me ask you: when you take a cruise, do you have to take the same boat back, or can you show up like a week later and just get that boat back?
I feel like because it's in international waters, you can.
It's kind of maritime law. Yeah. I think they're like buses. Like as long as you have a trip from New York, like Orlando back to New York, I think if you have a bus ticket for the 105. I mean, that ticket will probably get you on the next bus if you miss your first bus, right?
I mean, I would assume every seat is accounted for.
Oh. So you don't think that if you, take a cruise to Port Canaveral, then spend a week in Orlando, you don't think you can just drive back and just jump on whatever the next boat is?
If that was the case, if that was really a possibility.
And then that way you can just pay your $800, spend the week in Orlando, and then just jump on the cruise ship going back.
I would honestly think that's the funnest option.
It would be a lot of fun, and $800 round trip, it's a little more expensive.
But it's the peace of mind knowing I'll get there.
Plus, there's a casino. So you could probably make your money back.
And a buffet.
And let me tell you something about those cruise ship buffets. You can make your $800 back.
Oh, I would too.
You would, right?
And they got pizza, 24-hour pizza places.
True. Oh. Would you eat a lot of
soft serve?
Oh. Would you eat a lot of soft serve and pizza?
He would end up just staying on the ship.
Yeah.
He'd be actually, this is great.
I'm going to hang here.
Yeah, this is where I want to have my Thanksgiving dinner.
Just you and Toots hanging on the boat.
Oh.
That would be great.
But
he would love being out in the water, smelling all the fish odors.
Yeah. But that's America that we're in right now. You have to take a cruise as transportation.
I'm hoping that things.
You'll be fine.
Look who they put in charge. The guy from the real world. True story.
You'll be fine.
I hope I'm fine.
Do you think you will be?
I'm hoping.
But do you think? Would you bet on it?
No.
Okay. Let's go to Puma in Chicago. What's up, Puma?
Good morning, boys. And good morning, Danielle.
Oh.
Good morning, Puma.
So I got a good idea. I'm sure Troy's got a red handkerchief. Go find himself a stick. Pack up all his stuff. Put a thumb up. Do a little hitchhiking.
Yeah, why don't you hitchhike?
Have you thought about that? Thank you, Puma.
Make a new friend.
Like at Pee-wee's Big Adventure, he did that. He put a big fake thumb on his thumb and just got on the road. Have you thought about hitchhiking?
I'd prefer not to.
Find a large Marge.
But at this point...
Right, and they would tell you.
What are my options?
You'd be like, here's your house. Tell Clarice, Large Marge sent you.
You want to hitchhike?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
because let's be honest. They say hitchhiking is dangerous, but you're the problem.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like they say hitchhiking is dangerous because people like you might be hitchhiking. It's not like you're going to meet a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if they have some sort of weapon, then that would be some sort of problem, I would think.
You'd be fine. Yeah. They're not going to fuck with you. Hitchhiking, let's see, is inherently risky, but a man... Okay. I'm glad you asked this, Mike. Mike asked AI. Hitchhiking is inherently risky, but a man in his 40s is not at any particular disadvantage compared to other demographics and may even be perceived as less risky than young hitchhikers. That's true. I mean, look, Ted Bundy is driving right past you. You know what I mean? Because it's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Right.
By the way, you know how quickly you would get picked up if you're just walking around with toots?
I know.
Yeah. Because I'd pick up a hitchhiker like you walking around with toots. Because you know what I do once you got in the car? I go like this. Hey, where'd you get that cat?
Cute cat.
You know? That's what I want to know. That's what I'd ask. And I go, well, the only way I'm going to get my answer to that question is if I pick him up and ask him in the car. Start a little small talk. Then you go like this. Hey, where'd you get that cat, by the way? You know?
That's probably not a bad thing. Maybe we could stop it south of the border.
Yeah.
It's true.
I could pick up some fireworks.
I mean, you're a good time. So, like, the whoever it was that picked you up would probably be like, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's have fun.
Stop at a Shoney's.
I love Shoney's. I love Shoney's. Because you would never go to Shoney's unless you're on a road trip.
Never.
Nobody would ever, like, the person who would just go like, oh, it's dinner time, let's just go to Shoney's, is a lunatic.
Yeah.
But on a road trip?
On a road trip, I think you have to go to Shoney's and Bob Evans.
Oh, you have to go to a Bob Evans.
I've never been to a Bob Evans outside of a road trip.
No. Even like a Cracker Barrel, I have no issues with people just going to. Some people consider that a road trip restaurant. I think it's so great that you could, if you have a Cracker Barrel near you, I don't mind you going straight there.
No, I wish I did.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'd be there all the time. I'd be getting Uber Eats from Cracker Barrel.
It's probably a good thing I don't have a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I mean, economically?
Yes. Yeah, fiscally, not the best.
I mean, the amount of food that you get for your money there.
It's true. And they're not woke.
No, which is nice. They left the guy on the sign, which... To me, that's the most important part, is the man on the sign, because the barrel has to be there.
Yeah.
Michael in Florida?
All right, I have the best idea. Just got to follow this. So what you do is you go to truck driving school to get your CDL license. Then you sign up to be a tandem truck driver with another guy.
Okay.
To get down to Florida in 24 hours, and you get paid. You get paid twice as much. So you actually make money to drive somebody else's stuff down to Florida from New York.
Troy.
Boom.
Have you thought
How's
about
that?
That's brilliant. Have you thought about becoming a truck driver?
We got to go to trucking school. I mean, how am I going to get into trucking school in the next week?
There's got to be some kind of 5-day program. Has to be.
Like an online course?
Yeah.
There must be an online course.
If there's an online course,
Do the online course.
I would drive a U-Haul down, bringing somebody's shit just to drive it. I would do that.
You know what would be great? If Troy took the online course, got a commercial trucker's license, drove down to Florida, and then can opened his truck.
That's not nice.
I mean, I like literally, that's the only thing that can make me happier.
Someone else's truck.
If he stir-rode his own truck on his first truck trip, it's the only thing that can make me happier than you missing your bus because you're eating McDonald's. It's the only thing in life that I can think of. You stir-roing your truck your first time out because you thought you beat the system, and you would do that.
You just love my travel misfortunes.
Oh, I love them so much. Because you would. You'd take your big 18-wheeler and you'd go, Parkway for me. And everybody knows the trucks can't go on parkways. Everybody knows that. Except you're new to this, so you wouldn't even think of that. You'd look at your Waze and it says, well, the highways, there's traffic. But the parkway is open and clear. Let me jump on the parkway.
Smooth sailing.
That's right. And then an overpass would go like 8 feet, and you'd go, wow, I'm just in a car, because you'd forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you'd hear...
I'm like, well, I'm halfway through. I might as well just keep going.
Right, and that's what you try to do. And then you try to back up, and you see sparks, and then you try to go forward, and you realize, well, you're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
I could picture that happening.
And then I text you, I go, Troy, how's it going? And you would text me back. Well, you'd be happy to know that the thing you wanted to happen, it happened again.
No, I'd post something on my social media, and you would write back crying emojis from laughing so hard.
That's right.
You did when I got a flat tire.
I did that? Was it helpful?
No, it was not. Had the opposite effect.
That's not why you were posting that?
No.
Oh. All right. On that one, I should have read the room, and I apologize. Brady in Montana. What's up, Brady?
Hey, Sam. What's going on, man?
I mean, I'm in a great mood.
Well, right on. Well, I was going to say,
okay.
If nothing else works out, you can always do what I always do, which is not leave the house.
Have you thought about that? Just becoming a full recluse?
Yeah, just stay in New York.
Stay in New York.
I don't want to.
No?
I want to go visit my wife.
You miss her?
I miss my wife.
Why doesn't she come to you?
Because she's down there.
You could say, you know what you do? You call her up and say, honey, I need you to come see me in our 1-bedroom
studio.
In our studio, 50 square foot studio apartment.
300.
300 square foot studio apartment. I've developed agoraphobia.
The bathroom still doesn't close.
And the bathroom door is not closing. I need you to have Thanksgiving here in this apartment.
Why don't you meet halfway at South of the Border and have a South of the Border Thanksgiving?
Now we're talking.
That would be massive.
That's a destination Thanksgiving.
That would be fun. And delicious and fun. South of the Border, because it's got all the tchotchkes, you know?
Eat some turkey and light off some fireworks? Come on.
Hey, it's Pedro.
Yeah.
Pedro
says.
He'd be happy to have you.
Yeah.
You know? Give you like a turkey quesadilla or something like that.
That sounds good.
I bet they do Thanksgiving quesadillas. Little mashed potatoes and gravy in there.
I love the idea of that. South of the Border rules.
It's pretty much does rule.
Does it rule ass?
It pretty much rules ass.
And you could stay there. They've got hotels there.
Yeah. That might be the way to do it. That way you only have to drive halfway. Think he's going to rent a car? No. You think he should, though?
Of course he should. Or car rental, you can just cancel it.
You don't even have to cancel it. You just don't show up.
Yeah, they don't take any of your information.
No, they don't care.
Like, why not just book a car now?
He's not going to.
He's not going to. We talked about this 5 days ago.
Because he's going to look at the price tag and he's going to be intimidated by it.
No, I'll do it today.
You will?
I have to go all the way to the Newark airport for the ones that I saw.
I'll drive you there.
You don't want that.
This fucking guy.
I'm close to Newark. I got nothing to do.
You see how...
All right, I'll book it today.
If he was a good time, he wouldn't have time to do it.
I am a good...
You see what I'm saying? If he
That's
was
not cool.
If he was a good time, he couldn't offer his services like this because they'd be so in demand.
Because you'd be doing so much cool shit.
Right. Like his social calendar would be full. It's free and clear.
I just
Easy
happen
on a
to be
Sunday
available
morning.
when he needs to go.
All right, so I'm going to book.
He didn't even tell you when.
I know.
Oh.
I'll book it. I'm going to book something today because if my
and
flight's
book it something nice.
You sure
like a
stuff's still
luxury?
available?
Yeah, either
I checked 2 days ago.
either some
2
kind
days ago.
either some kind of cat, maybe like a Firebird.
Now we're talking.
You know what I mean?
With the lights that pop up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like a Firebird
What
or
if you get vintage cars?
You might be able to find a spot. But like what you want to do is you want to get yourself a car that you're going to feel like the man in because you're already going to be pissed because you have to take this whole drive again. And somewhere in your head, you know that there are people in your life that are hoping you get a flat tire or a disaster happens. So what you want to do is get like a cool car so you feel like a cool dude so you can get all of that out of your head. Because if you're driving from Newark to Orlando in a Firebird, you're going to feel like the man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know?
You will. Yeah.
And you can wear a leather jacket and shades like George Michael.
See if I can get one with T-tops.
You want the T-tops.
Take the T-tops off?
You would take them off.
Oh,
and they'd be
Toots
like,
would love that.
They'd be like, it's really cold. And you're like, but it won't. And you put up with the cold for a while because you'll feel it get warmer as you get down.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 25 in Florida today.
25 degrees?
Yeah.
It's going to be freezing cold?
Yes.
In Florida?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
It's
Right,
over.
As a low. But like the highs are in the 70s.
25?
How could it be
It's not gonna be
low
70.
20? It's somewhere
I'm
between
gonna look right
75 and
I'm
25?
going to look right now. Stop.
Don't tell me to stop.
I mean, it's a huge gap.
Today, low 45, high 71. Tomorrow, 36, high 57.
Severe cold weather advisory issued for Walt Disney World with wind chills near 25 degrees.
Whoa.
Okay, well, I'm not going to Disney World, so
You think WDW Magic would lie?
I'm looking. I have a phone too.
Maybe this is part of Disney World. They had said they were going to start a policy where they were trying to freeze out the turds.
No.
So that could be what we're witnessing.
Why is it the time to go, bro? No one's down there.
It's going to be so cold.
I know.
Who cares? Wear a beanie.
Oh, I don't care. You asking me if I care? Fuck out of here.
That'd be the time to go.
I would love to go there when it's cold.
Sitting there sweating your balls off.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
You want to go when you got your mittens on? Yeah, I get that. Nice breeze being picked up off Tom Sawyer Lake.
South of the Border does holiday parties.
Yeah. You want to do it. Yeah, see, I don't like these like mid-size SUVs.
No.
By the way, it's $1,000 for a 2-wheel drive SUV.
He doesn't want to do round trip, Mike. That's the problem.
He wants to leave it there.
Yeah. And all of those are sold out because they don't like you leaving cars somewhere else.
No, they want the car back.
Yeah.
So
Just change that to like the next day, like at 4:00 p.m. or something.
Yeah, I can make it down in 24 hours.
But you
Not
got
if you got flat.
you got to uncheck same drop-off location, and then just type in MCO.
Oh, this is the deal. Scott in PA. What's up, Scott?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, you need to rent an RV, so in case he breaks down,
That'd be sick.
beauty, and then you can stop at RV parks to have all that room to walk around, and you can rent them one way.
Here's the problem. Here's my only issue with that. If Troy rented an RV, we'd never see him again. No. He'd realize RV life is for him.
That's my dream.
Your dream is to live in an RV?
I want to get one of those vans that they make into like a mini RV.
Thank you, Scott.
I keep looking at those on Instagram. I'm like, I need to do this.
Like, you don't even want to... You're not talking about like a big luxury thing. You want to live a van life?
You ever see those vans that they turn into like a little mini like RV? It's like a regular van.
I think that's what our ex-producer Adrian went off to do, live in a van.
That was his dream.
Yeah, he went to go live in a van and do whitewater rafting. You want to be a van life guy?
I could see him being a van life guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Cooking on a hot plate.
Why don't you do it?
I mean, I got to find a job that I can work from
the van. I like that you still want to have 1 foot in.
Well, you have to pay your bills.
What bills? You got a van.
Yeah, you live in a van.
I mean, you still have to eat. You have to put gas in the van. You have to have insurance for the van.
Not if you just stay idle.
Yeah, just
no. You have to be moving around.
See the country.
You have to be mobile.
Right.
Oh, park it on First Avenue. Call it a day.
But do you ever see those on Instagram? Those people that turn those vans into the...
Or like school buses.
Oh, my
So
God.
cool.
Those are so cool. That's like my dream.
Right.
That's the move. Get a school bus. Take out half the seats.
Solar power. They put solar panels on the roof.
That's what that total idiot did in your Eddie Vedder movie, Into the Wild.
That's not my movie.
You loved that movie. That guy sucks.
It's a great soundtrack.
What an idiot. I'm going to live in this broken down school bus and eat mushrooms. It's like, why don't you just get a fucking job? Like, find some purpose in your life, you idiot.
I think they had to remove that truck from wherever, that bus from wherever it was.
Yeah, because all the other lazy idiots were like, I'm also going to go and travel to that bus. That's what that's for, lazy idiots.
You don't like people following their dreams.
That's not a dream. That's something that's avoidance.
That could be somebody's dream.
It's not a
It
dream.
can easily be somebody's dream.
To live in a broken down school bus in the middle of the woods, that's not easily somebody's dream. That's somebody who wants to avoid real life.
Yeah, and maybe that's
Who's
their
a
real
lazy idiot.
Okay. All right.
Who doesn't know how to deal with the fact that they were born on third base because they have parents that, they're good parents, make a little bit of money.
You think this was a Nepo baby situation?
I mean, if you have parents that care about you even somewhat, that are not living check to check, that have a little bit of money in the bank, you're already way out ahead of most people that get born. Except some people are like, well, I have all these advantages. I can't take the expectations on me and the work that would require. So I'm going to go be a lazy fuck and live in the woods. That's the way I see it.
Sam, you know who else lived in a van?
Who's that?
You remember that HBO No I and Threesome where the guy had his girlfriend have sex with a bunch of other guys?
Yes, I do, Mike. I remember that film very well.
And then for some reason, he also had sex with a guy in front of his girlfriend.
He thought that would cure everything.
Yeah. Well, that guy lived in a van.
Of course he did.
They were doing camper life.
That's and guess what that guy was trying to avoid? Real life. He was trying to avoid everything that he had. Clearly, this guy has big issues. He was like, because you're right, Mike. You described, I literally watched that movie. I go, what is this guy doing? Every step he's doing is wrong. Like, he was like he's got a girlfriend that you know from the beginning. You're like, that girl is more desirable to the opposite sex than that man is to the opposite sex. Considerably. So it's like, okay, time for an open relationship. I go, no. I mean, you lock that lady up. Like, you don't let her out of your van. Like, this is a terrible idea. So then she starts having sex with other guys, and she's like, I think I like this guy better than you. And he's like, I know what I'll do. Also have sex with that guy. And then the girlfriend was like, I'm actually less attracted to you because you did that. I like this guy. And he's like, well, I guess I'll just go back to my van then. I can't believe my problems weren't solved by living in this van. It's kind of, I mean, did I kind of get that?
That was the crux of the project.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, for a select group who are like real, like outdoorsy, like this is their lifestyle, yes. But for the vast majority, I mean, you've earned it, Troy. If you started van life now, I'd say good for you.
Yeah, I don't have kids.
No, you've earned it.
I have a cat.
You did it. Yeah. Life chews you up and spits you out. Go live in a van. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I don't know if it's just the life you want to live. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything. I mean, just because you don't think that's a good idea doesn't mean other people don't, you know?
I think there's a lot of people who are trying to escape and not have to deal with the pressures of actually contributing.
I disagree. I think people just have a different way of life than you think sees fit.
That guy.
I'm not talking
that guy right there living in the van.
Whole other. I mean, look, I'm not trying to get.
You hear what he did to try to win his girlfriend back?
I'm not trying to have an open relationship with my wife.
And if you did, do you think it would win her back if you had sex with the guy that she was having sex with?
I think she would find that to be revolting.
Yeah, I think so too.
He did an enema to clear out his beehole.
Yeah, I'm not clearing out my beehole for a peni.
He received. Because otherwise, and he knew going in, this is the plan. Because you don't have to do an enema if you're not going to receive.
Yeah, no.
That's just the laws of nature.
Go in with a full belly.
Sure, why not? It's good for endurance. Lou in PA, what's up, Lou?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
I was going to suggest a motorcycle. You could, Troy could rent a motorcycle, but that might be too much. So maybe an e-bike, and then he could get like a basket for toots on the front.
What do you think about an e-bike, Troy?
Sure.
Did you ever see the film Dumb and Dumber?
Yes.
Remember when they got that little Vespa?
Yeah.
That ended up.
Vespa could be fun.
Vespa could be fun. It got them to Aspen.
It's so cheap.
And cheap. Vespas are inexpensive.
Toot some goggles.
Yeah. Oh,
Those are
yeah.
cute.
A moped? That'd be sick. Man. Well, look. I mean, Corey in Rockland. What's up, Corey?
Hey, Sam. Hey, guys. So if Troy was to stop at south of the border in South Carolina, just about 10 minutes down the road is Buc-ee's in Florence, South Carolina. So it's a 1-2 punch, and it's a win-win.
Yeah. There's so much to see, so much to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it, if there's so much to do, so much to see, I don't see what's wrong with taking the back streets. Because you're never going to know if you don't go. You know what I mean? Yeah. You never shine if you don't glow.
Hey, now.
Oh. I mean, I get it. I get it. You got to get out of here, dude. You know?
Fingers crossed.
You'll be fine.
I guess. That's what we said about Monday Night Football. We still don't have Monday Night Football.
Oh, I got nothing to watch tonight.
No, you'd be tweedling your thumbs.
Go hang out in the airport.
You could go hang out in the airport. There's a lot of people there. If you just want camaraderie.
Make some friends.
And they probably have it on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there's a haunted mansion that doubles as a wedding venue that you could check out.
Oh, yeah. I know.
You know, you go to a shirt store, become a member. Yeah, I mean, there's still no... I would have thought that, like, 1 week of no Monday Night Football on YouTube TV would be the sort of, like, see, we're serious, and now we have to buckle down and get to it. Nope. But unless they figured out, like, today, that's week 2. Mm-hmm. I mean, luckily, it's kind of later in the football season, so we've seen it.
Halfway.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're wrong.
What? I'm sorry. I'm still figuring out how football works. I thought it was like very exciting in the beginning, and then we've kind of seen it. You don't really need to focus so much on the later season games.
I'm trying to watch football.
I know.
And Wheel of Fortune.
You get what? Oh, I forgot Wheel of Fortune's on ABC.
Yeah. I don't know what Ryan's doing.
How many vowels have been purchased?
Who knows?
Right. It's been a week and a half. What are they getting? Oh yeah, we're getting.
I think we're getting $20.
We're getting 20.
But you have to request it.
I'd like the 20. Well, how do I do that?
I got the email last night.
I declare that I'd like 20.
Blah, 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 blah. In light of the disruption, we're offering our subscribers a $20 credit. Over the next few days, you'll receive a follow-up email with instructions on how to redeem your $20 credit.
I mean,
they're not just giving it to you.
I want the 20 now.
They're hoping the people don't redeem it.
Don't redeem it. Yeah, because like what are the odds that you're going to click on 2 of our emails? Also, if we can settle this before the second email, we're not giving you the 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that feels like they don't think they're settling it. And by the way, it shouldn't I mean, it should be, if this is the thing, it's 20 every 2 weeks. Every 2 Monday Night Footballs, it's another 20.
Or it starts adding interest. 20 now, then 25.
I like that.
Then
I like
30.
that. It accrues interest because the games are getting more important.
I mean, tonight's Eagles-Packers.
I want to see that.
Maybe they should decide the credit based on how good just the Monday Night Football game is.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I think it should.
Next week is Cowboys-Raiders. Oh, we're gonna get like $5 for that.
Yeah, that's you don't really. Maybe take next week off. We'll give that one to them. Try to get the 20 now.
Yeah. Panthers-Niners. That's not great.
I mean, it is.
Giants-Patriots. Oof.
It is.
Not pay them.
It is really crazy because you would think, I mean, at this point, like, it's like travel. Like, hands are up in the air. It's literally like the only show left on television that people actually tune in to watch live. And they
Monday
can't
Night
tune in.
Football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, McAfee was talking about
I don't get McAfee anymore.
You got to watch it on his YouTube channel.
I guess.
You know, like one of these kids watching things on YouTube. Like one of these young millennials. No, but I mean, like, yeah, you don't get any of it. And YouTube TV is like historically been a sports sort of like they realized that all of this was going in the direction of sports. Like linear television was really in numbers going in the direction of sports. So they specialized their platform for sport. And it's crazy that they don't have it. Crazy. Like, I've never seen it actually happen. I'm used to seeing those banners go up on the screen. If you don't act now, you could lose. And then you never lose.
Call your senator.
Right. And I never call my senator.
Never. I've never written an email.
No, but now I might reach out to George Santos. Is he my senator?
No,
I see him on everything.
He left New York. He can't even help you anymore.
He's not in New York?
No, he left because of Mom Donnie.
Oh, that's right. He was furious about that.
So mad.
He was furious about that. Well, that's a bummer. New York won't be the same anymore. But I mean, like, it's just like, how do you let the government shutdown go on long enough? Like, nobody cares anymore.
We're all just pawns.
Nobody cares.
Billionaires arguing with billionaires, whether it's government, whether it's Google versus Disney.
They're not even faking anymore. It used to be like, well, they're going to figure out that we're just using them as pawns, so we better like, okay, we've pushed it too far. Now they don't care.
Nope.
They're like, well, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
What are you going to do? Go to Hulu? That's giving Disney exactly what they want.
Yeah. I don't want to go to Hulu.
No. Guess what? If I don't ever watch Monday Night Football again, so be it. I'm done switching.
Isn't that crazy?
Shit around.
Yeah. We're so fed up, especially, and they're like adding streaming services and switching stuff. But like, it shouldn't be. Some of this stuff just has to be. You turn on the thing and the thing is in the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's idiot proof. It has to be idiot proof. Not like, oh, I can jump across a couple of lakes and through a few hoops and over some fire rings. And that way I can watch the show that is the only show left that people actually watch. But that's where we're at. So we're not going to, so no.
No. You'll have to let me know what happened.
On Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
I don't have Monday Night Football.
You can probably watch it at WWE headquarters.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do have that ESPN app.
Yeah. No, you can't even get it on that.
What? Is it on ABC?
Yeah, you have to subscribe to like. Oh wait, do you have the ESPN Plus or whatever it's called?
I don't know. I have the thing. You know,
I don't know anymore.
There's got to be a bootleg feed somewhere, right?
Maybe on
Can you
Instagram
imagine that? Like
Live.
You're giving your computer viruses because you're getting a stream of Monday Night Football, which is over-the-air television.
I mean, there's, all kidding aside, there's plenty of streams.
But that's also, by the way, like how absurd this idea that the FCC regulates over-the-air television is, because it's free, and because the reason the FCC regulates over-the-air television is because people can't avoid it, right? Because it goes right into their houses. It's why you can't have titties on a billboard, because as you're driving down the road, you didn't ask to see them titties. You know, I'd be shocked if anybody didn't want to, but you didn't ask to see them. So the FCC says, well, then you can't put titties on a billboard. FCC is like, you know, you can't have cuss words on the radio because you turn on your car, the radio is just on. It's just on the airwaves. You're not subscribing to it. It's just on. So you can't talk about titties on the radio, right?
You really put things into perspective.
But this is so people understand the FCC. Like when they're like over-the-air television. It's just on the airwaves. So you just get, if you have a TV, you don't have to subscribe to it. It's just on. You can't show titties on it. You can't. Because the children, they're not ready to see them titties yet.
We're thinking about the children.
Right. But now, this thing that we're protecting, this over-the-air thing that is so precious to all of us, the minute that it's not part of YouTube TV anymore, everybody's like, I have no idea how to see this thing.
All right.
Like, they're like, apparently there's a device that you can buy that you can plug into your thing that will somehow get free channels. And you're like, no. No, because where would you even get it?
I'll just watch something else. I'm trying to blow through Stranger Things before season 5.
Right.
I'll just watch another Stranger Things.
I watched one episode halfway through season 3 of Stranger Things. Yeah. When I used to watch Monday Night Football.
I'll get a third of the way through something.
Right. It really is the end of appointment television in any way.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, guess I'm not watching.
Tomorrow we'll come on the air and go like, well, we would like to talk about Monday Night Football. We're going to give everybody like 3 days to catch up. Yeah. We don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah. I'll have to call the number in the newspaper, find out the results.
That's right. Imagine that you're buying the Post to get the score. To get the score of the game. We're going backwards. Yeah. Well, at some point, I guess it'll be settled, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe not. We're supposed to be getting $2,000 stimmies, is that right?
No.
What?
I'm hoping.
By the way.
I'm banking on it.
Bro, do you know that with everything going on right now, if even the tariffs, if they just sent out $2,000 checks to everybody, we'd all go like, tariffs are amazing. Like, tariffs are good. Whatever's going on with YouTube TV, everything's good right now.
Epstein who?
Yeah, that's fine. You're right. Like, if they just sent everybody $2,000 check, everything would be fine.
Everything would be great.
Everybody would be like, this is maybe the greatest the country's ever been. It says President Trump is promising a $2,000 tariff dividend to every person in America. And, I mean, I would say half of 1% in America knows what a dividend even is.
I know it's in Monopoly.
Right. It feels like division, which was never my strong suit. So I try to stay away from dividends.
I've heard rappers mention it.
Right, because they're talking, but that's when they try to impress upon you their financial prowess.
That's right.
I see. It says people that are against tariffs are fools because they're about to get paid. But
keep reading.
Yeah. Because I said, why isn't he calling it a stimmy? Why is he calling it a dividend? Right? Promises. Then it says, the article says President Donald Trump promised a $2,000 payment for every American as a tariff dividend in a post on Sunday morning. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, with an exclamation point. Does that mean that high-income people don't get the $2,000 or high-income people get more?
Oh, that's a good point. Who knows?
Because if he puts an exclamation point, it's like the high-income people are going to be like, I would also like the $2,000.
He'll make sure they get more.
I would hope so. He's our guy.
For sure.
By the way, before I say our, who's high-income people?
At this point, 500,000.
Oh. It says 2,000 will be paid to everybody. It's great. Okay, all right, we're all getting $2K. The 2,000. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like the way the Bessent.
Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary.
Scott Bessent from the Real World, the Treasury Secretary.
Not all from reality TV.
Oh, okay, from Big Brother's Scott Bessent. Oh, I love this part. This is my favorite part of the announcements. It's when the other guy has to come forward and explain what's actually going on. This is like when RFK had to explain what was going on with the autism circumcisions. Had to come forward and kind of clear that up a little bit. Now Scott Bessent has to kind of clear up, this Truth Social that says we're all getting $2K. Bessent explained on ABC's This Week on Sunday that the tariff dividends, I hate this.
Go ahead.
Might not be direct payments.
Try to read that far.
I mean,
that was already spent in my mind.
I know.
He's like, I could afford 2 cars to get to Florida.
Yeah, that was gone. That was good as gone.
Keep going.
The $2,000 dividend could come in lots of forms.
Jeez.
It could. I mean, this feels like it's not planned out entirely. It could be just the tax decreases that we are seeing. Wait, that we are seeing currently? So you're saying we've already gotten dividend and didn't even know? I feel like I'm paying out the wazoo on taxes.
No, you're a fool.
I'm paying less taxes because of tariffs.
Yeah.
But everything costs more.
Right.
So then who cares if I'm paying less taxes if I'm paying more for stuff?
Exactly.
There's
It's
nothing,
a wash.
It's nothing in my pocket. The president added that tariffs have brought in trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
Trillions of dollars.
From us.
Oh. Scroll down, an ad just popped up in our spot, which is helpful. And that 401k accounts are the highest ever.
Yeah, so shut up.
He also claimed there was no inflation. Oh, people that are against tariffs are fools. Yeah. The
See, everything's fine.
401ks are the best they've ever been?
Ever. Also, there's no inflation, and everything's affordable. And you're getting $2,000.
Yeah, when people have come forward and said that the cost of living seems to have increased, Donald Trump has, all he's really done is corrected them, right? And said that's actually not true. So that's tough because he literally has a Diet Coke button, and I'm going in these stores and still buying the bottles. I feel like my perspective on things costing more is a little more realistic.
You thought by now you'd have that button.
I was looking for that button. No button. So they're saying we're not actually getting a $2,000 check.
No.
Oh,
well, that sucks.
I know. What the fuck?
Fell for it again.
I did.
Honestly, they got to do whatever they got to do. I mean, they raise all this money for like whatever they raise this money for. If I was president, that's the first thing that I would do. We just need to raise money to give people checks so they get off our backs. Because they will. If you just send money to people, they will get off your back. And then do nothing. Who cares? Nobody's even going to be paying attention. They'll be too busy spending all that new money.
It's coming in the form of tax credits.
I don't want tax credits. I want cash.
Cash.
Figure out the taxes later.
Cash money.
Honestly, you could raise taxes and then give people less money than you've raised taxes, and people would still be like, this guy rules.
Yep.
Like, if you gave people a check for $2,000 and then raised taxes by $3,000 to make up for the money that you just gave them, people would still be like, this guy fucking rules. You see this check I just got? Nobody, nobody would care.
Nobody would put two and two together.
No, they would not. No, they would not. They go like, that's two separate things.
And the tax decreases that he's talking about?
Right.
He said maybe that includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, stuff that we're already doing.
I mean, that's what he campaigned on.
I know.
That's what he said. There's going to be no tax on tips.
Everyone's such a fool.
Oh, my God.
Is there tax on tips right now?
Well, that's what didn't he run on that? That he was going to get that eliminated?
Yeah, and it's like after a significant amount. Like you're still paying taxes on tips.
Oh, so like if you literally make your entire living on tips, then the higher end of it won't be taxed.
Right. You
But
know, like tax brackets, like you pay like X percent up to this much and then X percent up to that much, stuff like that.
Just not
Why
really.
are you rolling your eyes?
I'm just sick of this nonsense.
You feel like you got sold a bill of goods?
Fine. Everything's fine.
You know, it's just like...
It's better than fine. It's great.
It's great.
Fix the airplane nonsense. Give me my $2,000. We'll end the year on a good note.
He can't promise either of those.
Okay.
You want to walk onto that plane on time, check in hand.
Yeah, not sweating, sitting down.
What if I counteracted you by saying you may get a tax credit that I don't think you'll notice, and these planes are staying on the ground?
That's a horrible compromise.
Here's my counter.
You got the shit end of the stick here.
Well, guess what?
It's a bad compromise.
What's your alternative?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They got you by the balls.
What'd you come to the table with? Oh, nothing? Okay, cool. This is what we're going to give you instead. All right, well, let's take a break.
All right.
We have a lot to do today. Very much to continue to do. We've done a lot already, but we have even more to do. We're going to figure all this out, by the way, here on the show today. By the end of the day, everything will be fine. That's the good news. So stay tuned if you want everything to be fine. We'll be right back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I always say the lady who ran the Broad Ripple, what was that comedy club called out there?
Broad Ripple?
No, it's Indianapolis. I forget the name of it.
Ripple?
You tour, Bobby. You've never been to Crackers Comedy Club?
How do you not remember food? It's like if they named the club Pizza and Fries.
The Bonfire, weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Feel that 3 a.m. euphoria any time of the day. On BPM, a channel delivering non-stop dance and electronic hits. And live sets from the world's top DJs. The beat never stops on BPM Channel 52 and at home with SiriusXM on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there.
It can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with somebody you haven't seen in a while. And reaching out for therapy can feel difficult too, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based over 1.7 million client reviews.
This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take the first step.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Bennington. That's BetterHelp.com/Bennington.
Chuck McDowell, here to save you money with Red Pocket Mobile. At Red Pocket, you get wireless service starting at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data forever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you all 3 major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage you've ever had. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier. I see Red Pocket Mobile. Red Pocket Mobile. Oh, Red Pocket Mobile.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
Vinegar is the ultimate multi-purpose cleaner. Harris 30% vinegar is 6 times stronger than regular vinegar and the #1 cleaning vinegar brand in America. It's pure, with no dyes or other harsh chemicals, and leaves your floors, windows, bathroom, and kitchen sparkling. You can even use Harris 30% vinegar outdoors to clean sidewalks, driveways, decks, and patio furniture. Harris has specialized weed killer and pest control products too, and has been trusted for over 100 years. You'll find Harris 30% vinegar at the Home Depot.
You're in this to win a championship. Championships are won later in the season.
The push for the fantasy football playoffs is on.
But you can't win the league if you don't make the playoffs. You could sneak in and be the last seed and win the darn league. You just got to get hot at the right time.
The experts of SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio are here to lead you to fantasy football glory.
There are certain times in the season where you got to make a splash. You got to make a move.
Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app, where fantasy football championships are won.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be tough for a lot of people. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind people in your life that you're there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy can feel difficult as well, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFT.
Jackpocket is America's #1 lottery app. They let you order official lottery tickets right on your smartphone. Why wait? Download the Jackpocket app to easily order Powerball, Mega Millions, or official state lottery tickets in just a few quick clicks. Jackpocket makes ordering tickets quick, simple, and secure. And here's the best part. If you're new to Jackpocket, they've got a special offer just for you. Download the app, opt in, and get a free lottery ticket. Don't forget to use promo code Powerball when you sign up. That's promo code Powerball on the Jackpocket app to get your free lottery ticket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. 18 or older. 19 or older in Nebraska. 21 or older in Arizona. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with any state lottery. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Ends on December 31st at 11:50 p.m. 2025. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
Oh, you know, other jewelers, they just hate Steven Singer. They do. They can't stand him. And it's hard for a lot of us to understand why, but the reason I think that they do is because of the way he does business. Because he does business for us. Because he's so great. You know how gold is at the highest price in history? Well, Steven Singer, he's locked in his diamonds. Now, even Siri or Chat, was that ChatGPT or Siri? Siri. Even Siri is going, is Sam talking about Steven Singer again? And let me tell you something. Even Siri could try to match Steven Singer when it comes to gold, and diamond, and jewelry, and them could not come up with all the info that Steven Singer has and the perfect prices that Steven Singer has. Matter of fact, ask, hey Siri, is there a better time to get a pair of diamond studs from Steven Singer Jewelers? She will say no. Of course there isn't. Each pair is eye flawless. They're near colorless. Beautiful. They come with his safety silicone bags. You never have to worry about losing them. And they all have his unbeatable full value lifetime trade-in. You know your diamonds are always worth what you paid, and they're all backed by the best guarantee in the business. A full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. Plus fast and free shipping. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Let's go, girls.
We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
Have you seen the docuseries Abducted in Plain Sight yet?
I did not watch, no.
Oh,
No.
yes. Yes.
Oh, cool.
This should, thank you, Axel. Definitely one to go on top of the list.
Okay.
I don't want to...
Yeah, I was gonna, but then there was a lot of spooky things happening. You guys said wait. You told me to hold off because it was just too much.
Oh, because like
At the
bad
time.
thing were happening to you?
Yeah, I think it was around the fire.
Gotcha. But you feel like things have settled down?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because it's pretty trippy. Oh, yeah. Like you're sitting there watching this thing going down this road, trying to figure out like how, even watching it, how did we get to a place that we're in? You know, I mean, it's not that dissimilar from the guy who lives in a van with his open relationship wife, where by the end of it, you're like, well, this felt like a bad idea from the beginning.
Well, they were just doing kid stuff.
I forgot about the kid
It was
stuff.
just kid stuff.
I forgot the kid stuff.
Needed a little relief.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's docs like that maybe I have this thing where like I think there are a lot of people that will say yes until something becomes a real problem. And I mean, maybe I am like have great foresight or something like that, but I feel like when I look at something and I immediately think like, what does this look like 2 steps down the road? Now 3 steps down the road. Now 4 steps down the road. And if I don't like step D or E, I'll say no to step A. Like the first step, I'm very comfortable saying no to if I feel like there's a strong likelihood that it ends poorly, especially if best case scenario is it simply doesn't end poorly. Like a lot of these things, there's no sort of benefit to anything. It just doesn't end poorly, or it does. And so I'll usually, if that's the offer given to me, I'll go, you know what? I'm going to say no on this. I'm going to avoid this scenario. I'm not going to go down this road whatsoever. But some people do, and it's fascinating when they do. And I would say Abducted in Plain Sight is definitely a story of people who perpetually decide to not only go down that road, but stay down that road, love that road. You know, not disrupt the road that they're on. Yeah, I would recommend it. I on my algorithm, was getting a lot of clips from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony over the weekend, which I enjoyed all my clips. You had Soundgarden going in. I think, was it Jim Carrey that either introduced them or inducted them or whatever?
Yeah.
And that was great.
Mm-hmm.
You had Outkast going in.
Mm-hmm.
And Outkast there together, which I really enjoyed. They didn't perform together.
No, that was a bummer.
Yeah. But they were there together, which, I mean, they must, I guess this year, they must have realized, like, look, this is going to be a hard nut to crack. Well, let's not force any of them.
Yeah, I mean, their reunion tour that they did a few years ago was, like, right off the bat criticized for how little effort Andre was putting into it.
Yeah, and he didn't even perform solo stuff.
No.
At Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, he didn't want to do Roses Are Boo Boo Boo. I was hoping we would get Roses Are Boo Boo Boo. You know, I would really love to see, but he doesn't even want to do that.
No.
Which is, I mean...
He's doing his jazz.
He loves his flute music, and he loves his piano backpack.
I'm fine with that.
If that's what
I don't know if that's a backpack.
Well, he wore it as a backpack to the thing.
I think it might just be a piano.
How do you get the straps on it then?
So everything with a strap is a backpack?
If it's on your back.
Okay.
And you know what he carries in his backpack? Piano strings. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard. It's hard to sit there and go like, well, you gave us all this music, so now we need more. It's almost like at a point, you give us enough that you have the choice to do whatever you want to do. And
when people criticized him for putting out that jazz album, he was like, listen, I don't have anything to rap about.
Right. I don't have anything to say. I'm just not. I'm not there.
I respect that.
I'm not a young man struggling, trying to get by. I've gone to the top. It's almost like, and there's something actually more healthy about it, right? Like everybody's got this disease of more. Well, whatever it is, I need more. You'll never be happy. But Andre literally finally won the Grammy for Album of the Year, not Best Hip Hop, Album of the Year, Best Album of the Year. And he gave Big Boy a hug, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, look, we can still listen to Roses Are Boo Boo Boo.
They got more songs.
Caroline.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, no,
that's the one. Yeah, that one too.
One. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Caroline. Yeah. I like Roses Are Boo 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 and Caroline. Those are those two really stand out for me. Yeah, Caroline. That's a good one too.
I mean, I feel like they're still ahead of their time.
Nobody's caught up. No. Nobody's caught up to Outkast. Like you put on, I mean, who was it? You put on Caroline? Forget about it. You put on Roses Are Boo Boo Boo? Forget about it. No, I would say that whole, and that's probably what frustrates people is that specifically, and Big Boy's album, Speaker Box, was great.
Yeah.
But there was something so, Love Below was like from another planet. You know, and that's still, we have not touched down on that planet yet. Andre 3000 is the only person who lives on that planet and has figured it out. And the fact that he only wanted to do that one album and then that's it. I mean, at least we got the one, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if he had just busted out a Hey Ya, though. People would have gone fucking crazy.
Why? Doja was there to ruin it.
You didn't like Doja's
She
version?
did a horrible job.
Oh.
Okay.
She butchered the line at the end.
Poor Doja.
One famous line. Can't
Is it-
even do it.
Is it a Polaroid one?
No, it was towards the end. When it was like I forget the line.
Well, let's see. Was it the one where she's like, Caroline?
No, she didn't do Caroline. She didn't do The Way You Move.
Rosa Boo Boo?
She didn't do Boo Boo Boo?
She didn't Rosa Boo Boo Boo?
No.
Oh.
She didn't do Rosa Parks.
Oh, no?
No.
Hush That Fuss?
No, she didn't do.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I think. This is. She did Miss Jackson.
Jackson, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was the. That was what she did. She
Not
didn't
Hey
do Hey Ya.
No, Miss Jackson, I'm sorry.
I mean, let's listen. I bet she didn't screw it up.
Where you at? Let's go. Here we go. Sing. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Hey. I am for real. Never meant to.
I mean, this song's still like.
Oh, it's still.
I'm not mad at this at all.
It's incredible.
And they got the whole band playing it. Sounds great.
I just wish they had.
Whoever's drumming for them, I don't know if that's Outkast's drummer or somebody else.
Phenomenal. I know.
Phenomenal.
Live horns. Like, that's fucking great.
I mean, but just. It's fine, but it's like.
Of course, you'd rather hear him up there. The music is still incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She can't even do it.
He doesn't know the words. Hope we feel like this forever, 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 ever, forever, ever, forever, never feel.
She can't even do it.
Oh, that was horrible. Oh,
you judged too early. You were like, this isn't bad.
I know.
Give it a second.
I didn't watch it. That was horrible.
She fumbled it.
Horrible.
Terrible. Miss Jackson's maybe their most famous song. As a duo.
Caroline? Oh, okay.
Caroline is Andre's most famous song.
Oh, and then Tyler comes out and just crushes
Bombs Over Baghdad.
This is insane.
Just, I mean, the perfect person to do that.
And that's a difficult
That's
song.
a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
Fast.
And like you can't like you can't. People like Tyler, like as much of an artist as he is, like
he's a student.
Yeah. And the Bombs Over Baghdad is like, to be able to be the one to go up there and do it, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
Tyler, the creator. Of all the creators.
Yeah, Islam National Underground at the belt, now start the ground. Like a millionaire who visits in the fact of better take you can't stop the train. But once up, don't come up prepared, I'll be there. But when I leave there, better be a household name. When the man telling us it ain't gonna rain. So now we sitting in the drop top soaking wet. In a silk suit, trying not to sweat. Hit some assaults without the net. But this'll be the year that you won't forget. 1999. Anything goes, whatever you wanna do, long as you know consequences are given. But living too out of jump jail.
Nobody's caught up to
this. I might just hell. Hit it like 90 on sale, then I might catch you a spell. Look at what came in the mail, a skeleton, some arm and hammer. So-called grill in a baby mamma. And a pack of Pampers. With no answer. Cure for what? Cure for AIDS. Make a nigga wanna sell two for days. Come back home, things are wrong, but not really, it was bad all along. Say hello, get on, let your brain breathe. Believe there's always more. Don't pour a thing out unless you plan a bag. Everybody say,
hey, how great.
Yeah, don't need a bag.
You know,
unless you plan a bag.
in hindsight, I wish I had sent some tape in of me, because this is a car hit. Sam in the car hit.
You could rap this song?
You could probably do it better.
In my head, I don't know if it...
I mean, it's fast, bro.
To me, it sounds good. But a lot of times, I'm the only one in the car.
Well, if there's somebody else listening, I'd like to hear their opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has ever heard me. And sometimes I miss some of the words.
I doubt that.
But like the first part I got.
And you probably got the 1999.
I get that every time.
Yeah.
You probably get Bombs Over Baghdad.
I get that part too. Sometimes it's like I do have to like catch up a little bit. But it's pretty good.
I mean, to do that all in one shot, that's a lot of, that's hard on the breath.
But I bet it is among, if not the funnest thing that Tyler, the Creator, has ever done. You know what I mean? Like, what could be more fun if you're a fan of it than getting to go up there and know it? And he probably practiced the shit out of it.
Oh, God, oh, yeah. He
To
wants
just
to nail it.
Oh, yeah.
If they released that, like with that band playing and him, I would be stoked to hear it.
100%. I had to skip past the Doja Cat thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Told you she fucked up.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. You nailed that one.
Like, they do sound checks and stuff. Wasn't somebody like, hey, you sure you know the words?
Maybe she was like, yes.
Yeah.
And how did they not have a teleprompter just in case?
Maybe they did. And she was like, I'm not.
I don't need to see that.
Right.
Turn it off.
Right.
I know it. It's forever something. I got it.
Miss Jackson's a pretty big one.
It's a big one.
I mean, I knew those words.
Yes.
I mean, Big Boy was probably right off stage going like, I can at least do my part. Why is she?
Fuck.
What is she doing?
Imagine doing that in front of Andre.
Yeah, but they're probably like, Andre, you believe this? And he's probably like, he's probably totally aloof. I don't care. Like, yeah, she can do whatever. I don't care. I'm totally detached from it. John in Virginia. What's up, John?
Sam, when I was a bill collector, everybody loved it when they saw Miss Jackson name pop up on the screen.
Well, they were hoping that they'd call Miss Jackson and she'd go, "Are you kidding?" And so you could say, "No, I am for real."
I know what you're trying to say.
Thank you, John. Yeah, I mean, it's when you listen back, like it was such a big thing when it came out, but when you listen back now, it's like, no, Stankonia still lives on an island by itself.
Yeah. That was what, 20 years?
Has to be over 20 years. It's 2005. It was way before 2005.
Yeah, no, that's right.
2000. Well, So Fresh, So Clean came out in 2000.
All right, yeah.
This was 25 years ago.
2000. 25 years ago. And that sounds fresher than almost anything that's out right now.
That's crazy.
They were just on a whole other level.
Yeah. Like, think about like that means that when that came out, you'd have to listen to stuff from 1975.
People would, but I
don't know if
I think it would sound dated.
Yeah. And maybe that's just like, I think that there is something also about the way technology works, that stuff is, like the recording can sound less dated now than it would have then. But also just stylistically, the fact that they were so ahead of their time and on a completely different wavelength.
Yeah, but Troy in 2000 would listen to What a Fool Believes and be like, nobody's caught up to this yet.
That's true.
That's on fucking roll.
See? Am I wrong?
Well, I don't know if you were there in 2000.
I wasn't there. No, that would have been like dad rock.
Right. So he's not going to listen to that when it's 25 years old, but he will when it's 50.
I mean, like, this is an island.
You know?
That slaps harder than it's ever slapped.
It does?
Oh, yeah.
Age like a fine wine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll probably get there at some point.
I hope you do.
If I fall into,
I hope one day you just hit me up and be like, bro, you're never going to believe this.
Like I just text you and you just, this is what it's going to say. I'm there. And you're going to know.
What if I had a religious experience to What a Fool Believes?
Yeah.
Bro, me too.
Yeah, I've been doing this the whole time.
You are so right.
Yeah. And then my White Stripes went into the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah.
You a little disappointed?
I mean, I don't know if disappointed is the right word, because Meg is going to Meg. You know what I mean? Like Meg, kind of the same way Andre is like, whatever you want, dude. Like Meg, I'm like, whatever. If you just need to stay home all the time, then stay home all the time. You've provided. You know what I mean? You provided us. You nourished us. Andre, you nourished us. Meg, you nourished us.
I guess she was serious.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out of public life.
And there's almost some integrity to that. Like literally nothing. Literally nothing is bringing me back. Because if anything was going to bring her back,
it would be this.
It would be this. Not even to perform. She didn't even get up on stage. Like, and Jack said that he had talked to her. Mm-hmm. Like that they still. It's not that she won't speak to Jack.
They wrote the acceptance speech together.
I know.
I wonder what it is.
She retired from public life.
I mean, you can still show up.
You could. Yeah, you could. You would think.
I think it gives her a level of anxiety that like we can't even comprehend.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Which then you wonder, like, how tortured was she when they were on tour?
Because of all the stress aside from Jack? Or mainly from Jack.
Somewhat Jack related. Jack, will you please just tell me what we're playing? No, just listen when we're out there.
Tell me like 5 seconds before the song.
Jack, it's Madison Square Garden. Will you please just tell me the name of the song before you start playing the song?
I'll give you a cue.
Yeah. No, Meg. No, you'll hear bam, 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 and she's just like, oh, boom, 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 boom. And she's like, I'm exhausted.
I think he just stressed her out.
Yeah,
but that's what needed to happen.
I feel like when looking back on like White Stripes video, like when I watched the videos, like he's obviously like an incredible musician, but I feel like he just kind of drug her along, like, hey, like just you got the drums, you got this, and she didn't really want to do it.
But that's part of the charm.
It's like it's like a garage band.
That's how it works,
right?
You know, and her style of like, it's almost like, no, do not keep doing it this way. Do not learn how to like, you know, do all kinds of crazy combinations and everything. Like we're making it from scratch, and like, you know, I mean, it got pretty advanced musically based on where they started. Like by like Get Behind Me, Satan, it was like there were all kinds of different instruments being thrown in that Jack was playing, but like it still sounded like it was just two people kind of making it up.
It'd be like if I started a band, I'm like, no, Sam, play the drums. You're like, dude, I'm not a fucking drummer.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, here's sticks. Dude, there's a drum, just drum it.
Just go like this. Boom, 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 boom. I'll take care of the rest.
And you're like, my heart's not in this.
I saw him at Coney Island one time.
I don't want to do this.
And like literally, it was like Jack was like playing like, it might have been 3 instruments all at the same time. He was like playing some shit with his feet and like playing guitar and stuff. And Meg is just sitting behind him, like drumming. And Jack's like, yeah, this is the way it has to be. He had like this weird like triangle rule with the White Stripes where it was like everything has to be in 3s. And she's like, so shouldn't we have another band member?
No.
And he's like, no, because I'm the vocalist and the guitarist, so it's 2.
Yeah, that's 3.
I got it.
And you're the drummer, so that's 3. So we're doing 3.
What don't you understand?
Yeah. Red, black, and white. 3. Everything is 3.
It would have been nice to see her.
It would have been.
It would have been amazing.
Because that would have been the moment of the night.
I wonder if she weighs 400 pounds, though.
That's what I saw a picture of like what she looks like now, and she's heavier.
So?
No, that was Stormy Daniels.
Sorry.
They were like, don't you have to be at the Rock Hall induction?
Yeah. I love that. They interviewed Stormy Daniels, and it was like, you said you had an affair with the president?
I mean, she looks like a different person.
Yeah.
Well, she's had a life.
I am. Yeah.
You know?
But, I mean, if you're going to get out to go on tour, you think you'd kind of pull out the Stormy look.
You think this is going to ruin the tour?
What tour?
The world tour.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, and then it did make me, watching that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, it did make me realize, and I mean I knew, but like, as much as I love Jack White, it really is, like, whatever he does now, carte blanche.
Oh, yeah.
But the White Stripes is the White Stripes.
Absolutely.
That's what it is, you know?
Yeah. You can't touch those records or those songs.
None of them.
No.
None of them. Yeah. And like I like his solo stuff, but like,
he still writes really good songs.
Great songs.
Yeah.
And his other bands were great. The Raconteurs
Raconteurs were great, yeah.
Dead Weather?
Dead Weather was great.
Yeah.
And like still going on tour now, and he themes everything, and everything's like blue and it's all great. But like, you know, the White Stripes, even and it's interesting because even as Jack White centered as the White Stripes always was, it's still not the same. Like, you know, the difference between White Zombie and Rob Zombie is not really that much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at Rob Zombie.
It's the same music.
It's the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm okay if Sean Ysault's not there.
Right.
It's all right.
Right. It would be nice if they did
I would love to see a reunion with all the original band, just for the sake of it. But like, if John 5 is up there with Rob Zombie, I'm fine.
It's like, okay.
You know?
Songs are songs.
But like, there was a magic to the White Stripes that I think is
absolutely
is what it was.
The original Jolene.
Jack White did the original Jolene. Yes, he did.
Yep,
yes, he
true.
did.
Yep.
Yes, he was the original artist. Yeah. And who was the band? I know that Olivia Rodrigo did something.
For Feist? Olivia Rodrigo did a song with Feist
for Jack White.
and then 21 Pilots.
21 Pilots. Yeah. 21 Pilots did a good job. And Olivia Rodrigo and Feist obviously did a good job too. But
it seemed like Jack was enjoying 21 Pilots.
Yeah,
they
did good. And he's probably enjoying it because he doesn't have to play the songs.
Right.
You know?
And Chris Cornell's daughter did Fell on Black Days, which
Right.
was pretty good. And then Brandi Carlile and Taylor Tomlinson did Black Hole Sun and something else with
Rusty Cage.
Rusty Cage.
Oh, that's
Rusty
cool.
Cage with Soundgarden.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You could have thrown in an Audio Slave song too.
No, they're not going in.
Why?
It's
I mean,
totally
it's still
different.
the same, you know.
Totally different.
I mean,
Mix it up.
You know what I mean? It's the same shit.
Well, it's totally different.
And they were like, they could say that. Why'd you do that? They're like, we figured it's kind of the same shit.
Same shit, I think, right?
Same
Same
shit.
shit.
Same shit. I mean, what, you know? Can you tell the difference? But yeah, I thought it was. Not, you want to hear some of Jack White's like weirdo poetry? You don't like
I
that?
watched it once. It was fine.
Telling a story. Yeah, Jack White's kind of
Kept calling her sister.
acceptance, but well, they're brother and sister. How they get the same last name?
Multiple times he's like, that was just his sister.
That's his sister Meg. He's talking about Meg and Jack, brother and sister.
It was a very nice speech.
Yeah, and very true to White Stripes.
Very true. Yeah.
I wonder if Detroit legends, the Insane Clown Posse, will get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at some point.
They should.
They should.
Right?
I think so.
They won't.
They won't. They'll never get the credit they deserve.
It took Warren Zevon this long to get in. You think?
Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to live to see it.
That's sad. Maybe posthumously.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, I'll start a campaign. Let's hear some of Jack White's acceptance.
To the young artists, I want to say, get your hands dirty and drop the screens and get out in your garage or your little room and get obsessed.
Reference.
Get obsessed with
Little room.
something. You know, get passionate. We all want to share in what you might create.
And then Andre referenced that later.
Lastly, I was going to send this to Meg, but I didn't get around to it, so I thought I'd read it to y'all tonight. One time, a girl climbed a tree, and in that tree was a boy. Her brother, she thought. And the tree looked so glorious and beautiful.
Already annoyed.
But it was just an oak tree.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And these two so loved the world that they brought forth a parade float.
This is why they broke
One
up.
they built in their garage behind the oak tree.
Listen to his dumb poetry.
And the boy looked at this giant peppermint on wheels.
Just fell in love with a girl.
Pride that it was produced in the Motor City, just like in the big factories, but it was just in their garage. He looked at the girl, his sister, he thought. And like the little rascals, they said, let's put on a show.
I love that.
And they paraded this float through the cast corridor, standing atop the peppermint, pulled by white horses, or maybe it was a red Econoline van. And many of the blocks they traveled were empty, but some had people. And some of those people cheered. And some laughed, and some
Are you
even
getting this
threw
as a text
stones.
message?
I don't know what he's talking
And with their
about.
bare hands, the two started to clap and sing and make up songs.
Oh, okay.
And some people kept watching and swaying and moving. And then one person even smiled. And the boy and the girl looked at each other and they also smiled. And they both felt the sin of pride, but they kept on smiling. Smiling from a new freedom, knowing that they had shared and made another person feel something. And they thought the person smiling at them was a stranger, someone they didn't even know. But it wasn't just a stranger. It was God.
Oh,
My
sick.
sister thanks you, and I thank you. Thank you all very much.
Can we take that from the top? I'm trying to figure.
I want to put that in ChatGPT and go, what the fuck does this mean?
What is he talking about? I love it. I love that he's still got that in him. He's just like, no. Sometimes because some of these White Stripes songs, you're listening to them, and you're like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Like it's written like a children's story, but I don't understand the moral of the story. And like halfway through that, I was like, oh, there's like they made songs, but then he's talking about peppermints and horses, and I'm like, well, I remember like the album, like I
Peppermint Colors,
the Peppermint Wheel.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure who's the oak tree. Remember he said oak tree at the beginning.
Tie a yellow ribbon around it, maybe.
I mean, that
Shel
wasn't
Silverstein?
Yeah, that wasn't his song.
Oh.
That wasn't.
Maybe they got inspired by it.
That was a much older song.
Who's the sister he kept referring to?
Meg.
Oh.
That's his sister?
That's his sister.
I thought it was his ex-girlfriend.
No, those are just rumors and hearsay. That's his sister. That's innuendo.
So they have the same parents.
Same parents.
Okay.
That's why they have the same last name.
Same last name.
Oh.
Mr. and Mrs. White are their parents.
I was wondering why.
And they had 2 children named Jack and Meg. And Jack and Meg, they would go into a mystery land that they thought was a land, but they realized was a garage. And they would make stories and limericks for the children that they realized were songs. And see?
I mean, We're Gonna Be Friends is a kid's story.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And that's one of the, yeah.
I mean, he's incredible. I can't shit on him.
You got to
He's the
separate
goat
the
of
art
all
from the
goats.
artist.
Yeah, and hey, look, get a little wacky,
I love that he's wacky. That's
Yeah,
the whole appeal.
I'd rather be wacky than boring.
Right. He rules.
Yeah.
And he's still doing this thing. Like, he's like, no, I'll just do it my way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, now that she's out of the way, I can finally do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure Meg was really holding him back. I got to be sensitive to Meg on this one. Oh, I love it. Congrats to the class of 2025, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's a good class.
It's a really good class. I mean, seeing the pictures of, specifically for me, seeing Jack White hanging out with Outkast together, I was like, this is everything. Like, this is literally everything.
It is wild that the music that we love is now in, like, the Hall of Fame.
I like it. I don't feel weird about it. You're right. It is weird, but I'm like, all right, cool. Like, more.
No, I'm with you. It just shows we are getting old.
Well, you're on death's door.
Yeah, man. I can't believe you made it.
Yeah.
It's a miracle, isn't it?
A miracle. An absolute miracle. We're going to take a break. Justin Stangl is going to be joining us. He's got a show as part of the New York Comedy Festival. Justin Stangl. He'll be here right after break, so stay right there.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Introducing Bennington on Faction Talk 103 and On Demand, the first father-daughter talk show of its kind. Ron's the father, Gail's the daughter. Imagine the look on your loved ones' faces when a satellite beams the Benningtons' voices directly to your mind. So don't delay. Listen to Bennington now on Faction Talk 103 and On Demand on the Sirius XM app.
It's Jimmy Fallon, and I'm back! Get ready for the holidays with my exclusive Sirius XM channel full of classic holiday songs handpicked by me.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Jimmy Fallon's Holiday Seasoning Radio. It's super fun. Check out Channel 15 on Sirius XM. Get seasoning now through December 26th live.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, and I'm here to help you cancel those outrageous cell phone bills. Ever sign up for one of those too-good-to-be-true phone deals? 1 minute you're feeling great, then suddenly you're paying over $1,000 a year. Crazy, right? You know who else thinks that's crazy? Red Pocket Mobile. That's why Red Pocket plans start at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data with no contracts and no price increases ever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you access to all 3 5G networks. You pick the one that works best where you live or work, or switch anytime for better coverage. Imagine never being stuck with one network again. And with Red Pocket, you keep your phone and your number. Why in the world would you not switch? Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Switch now and get one locked-in low price, 3 5G networks, and live customer care in less than 2 minutes. Go to redpocket.com. That's redpocket.com, redpocket.com.
Imagine feeling younger, sharper, full of energy. At Bespoke Biologics, we're using stem cells to fight the aging process. And patients like Dr. Belinda Torres from Ohio are loving the results.
The energy I feel, I'm just hopping out of bed and I'm waking up earlier, and not just waking up earlier, but waking up refreshed and ready to go for the day.
The medical team at Bespoke Biologics uses a proprietary line of stem cells to treat a variety of health conditions, from heart disease to Alzheimer's. But they're also treating people who just want to to look and feel younger.
I'm able to focus more, able to read longer, and really not have to reread things. I'm falling asleep earlier, which I've never even done with all the sleeping aids I've tried.
Schedule your introductory telemedicine consultation now and ask about financing options.
I highly recommend everyone to go through this wonderful experience at Bespoke Biologics.
Call 888-326-STEM. That's 888-326-STEM. 888-326-STEM. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA.
This Thanksgiving at Total Wine & More, find bourbons and Cabernets that you adore. Our helpful guides are so friendly and nice. So many bottles to try at the lowest price. So gather with friends as you sit down to eat. Grateful for all who made Thanksgiving complete.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Head into happy hour with Total Wine & More. Looking for the right vibe? Timeless classics like gin and tonics and whiskey sours are great for networking or a casual hang. Celebrating something special? Click your glasses with champagne, sparkling wine, or peach bellinis. And if it's a low-key catch-up, enjoy conversations around wine, light beer, mojitos, or hard cider. Rock your happy hour. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. Must be 21.
Oh, man, these other jewelers can't stand Steven Singer, and you know why. Steven Singer has the best real natural diamond stud earrings in all of America. Everyone knows that gold and diamond prices, they're crazy right now, but lucky for you, Steven Singer has locked in his diamond studs at the old prices. Yeah. Steven has diamond studs available from a 1/4 carat all the way up to 10 carats in total weight, and they're all at the same perfect price as last year. Same incredible value. There's no better time to get a pair of Anita diamond studs. From Steven Singer, they are beautiful, near colorless, eye flawless. Plus, you got an unbeatable full value lifetime trade-in, so you know your diamonds are always worth what you paid. All backed by the best guarantee in the jewelry business. A full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. Plus fast and free shipping. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers, online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Viva Radio Andy, baby!
Hey, it's Andy Cohen. Don't miss Radio Andy's BravoCon coverage kickoff Wednesday, live from Las Vegas with me. Then Friday, it's a Bravo blowout with Jeff Lewis, Reality Check, Julia Cunningham, and the Smith Sisters, straight from the strap.
Glitz, gossip, and Radio Andy?
What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay there.
It's wall-to-wall coverage of BravoCon. It all starts Wednesday at 10 a.m. East.
Only on Radio Andy, Sirius XM 102.
Or listen on the SiriusXM app.
Are you romantically in love with your cell phone carrier? Heart emoji. I've never heard anyone say that they love paying over $1,000 a year for cell service. Chuck McDowell here to save you money and find true love with Red Pocket Mobile. Forget everything you think you know about cell carriers. Red Pocket Mobile has reinvented cell phone service with better coverage, better rates, and better service. Red Pocket plans start at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data with no price increase ever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you not one, but all 3 major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage ever. And you get to keep your phone and number. Now that's something to fall in love with. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Switch now and get one locked-in low price, 3 5G networks, and live customer care in less than 2 minutes. Go to redpocket.com. That's redpocket.com, redpocket.com.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be tough for a lot of people. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind people in your life that you're there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy can feel difficult as well, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFT.
Good morning, everyone. Any Bulldogs here? Well, let me hear you growl a little bit like some tough Bulldogs.
We are back with Sam Roberts Show.
All right, I like the sound of that. Let's now give it up for the one and only Sam Roberts.
Changed since COVID. And also since the entire industry has imploded recently.
Okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up early, because at some point I would say, what is a TV show?
Yeah, that is a weird thing. It's like originally, for you kids out there, there were like 4 or 5 networks. Right. And they would put a television show on. It would be on once a week. And
okay.
Yeah. And then every like 7-10 minutes there'd be a commercial which would pay for the show. We would get to watch for free.
What?
Yeah, but the commercials paid for the production of the show.
But you subscribe and then also watch commercials.
You bought a television and you turned it on.
And it had TV on it.
Yeah. It had TV on it. It came preloaded.
Wow.
And so you could just watch, the shows for free. And then streaming came out, right?
Right.
Where you now had to pay, and then they would put an entire season on at a time, and you can binge.
Right.
Right? And then you waited, but there were no commercials, so it was good. You're like, I'll pay like $10 a month, whatever, and I get to watch an entire season, no commercials. And then you wait like 2 years for the next season to come out, right? And you forget everything.
And you can have another good weekend.
Yeah, exactly right. One
thing.
weekend.
Yes.
And then the streamers, I guess, I don't know what happened with their little financial formula, but now they added commercials.
On top, but to make up for the commercials, they made the subscriptions cost more.
You're right. They raised the price. Exactly right. Just to kind of help everybody make money.
Right.
So, and then they would also offer you get a free month.
Perfect.
Right? So you do that to sample and do whatever. So people then, I guess, waited for the entire run of the first season to come on. So then they would get the free month, binge everything. So the streamers then had shows come out once a week with commercials on streamers that you're paying for. So they reinvented what we all got for free,
right?
But now we're paying, and they're
we were literally just having this conversation that ABC was one of those free networks you were talking about.
Yes, that was one.
Right, and now ABC is right now is not on the pay service YouTube TV, and everybody with YouTube TV is like, well, then I can't watch it,
right?
Even though it's a free FCC regulated network,
exactly.
But none of us know
how to do that.
Yeah. And my theory, too, is that a lot of the television industry now, as much as we don't understand television anymore, they also don't understand the business anymore.
No, there's no business. It's sort of like, Dungeons and Dragons where you roll the dice and based on that, then they make a decision.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of just kind of like, we're going to do some spy show. Or we're going to do, but there seems to be no comedy. Very few comedy shows are picked up now.
Right.
The Bear is considered a comedy. Bear, I enjoy the show a lot. I wouldn't say it's a comedy. There are funny parts, but there's not a lot of comedies. So here I am telling you how to create a pitch for a TV show, and the world I come from is the world of comedy. So you're going to learn a lot about how I guess you used to be. No, but it's very nutty now.
Yeah, because you're still going in because you and your brother obviously spent a very long time as head writers and executive producers and all this stuff on the David Letterman show.
Yeah.
And then after Letterman, you were kind of in this world where now it's like you had gone from you had worked before Letterman, obviously. You don't just get that gig. But the difference between okay, you had built this reputation and then you ride this wave of we're the guys behind Letterman.
Right.
Which is, I still feel like the sort of pinnacle late night. Not only for I hold Letterman in such high regard. I would say it's the same thing about Conan. I don't think anybody else could have taken over that late shift like Conan did. But Conan never got the opportunity to really go into, the 11:30 time slot.
Right.
Whereas I think Letterman's ability to still maintain his foundation but evolve his show into a more mature, not only because Dave's getting older, but because it's on at 11:30, which means the audience is an adult audience. I don't know that anybody else could have done that and still maintained the sort of individual, when you're watching a Letterman show.
I agree. And it's you in late night now, I mean, late night is a mess, but it's crazy. But Dave, comedy-wise, Dave always wanted a balance. So if you make a joke about a Republican, you're making a joke about a Democrat, and that was comedy. So if Dave had,
and he was conscious of that, looking we just made this joke over here, so let's try to have something there.
There were times, dude. There were two times. Once George W. Bush choked on a pretzel and fell and banged his head and got a black eye.
Which, by the way, Danielle, who is a young person, these are the quaint times that we talk about.
Yeah.
That was that was a week. That was the story of the week.
Yeah.
Bush, the president that choked on a pretzel. That was every joke was about it.
Yep.
Every news story. You had maybe even more than a week of material.
Because it's the most ridiculous thing to happen to the most powerful person in the world. It's the rare combination. And then the other one was when the vice president, Dick Cheney, again, still the same era, got drunk, went duck hunting, and shot his friend.
That was the best.
That was the best. It was the greatest day ever. There was within the first 10 minutes of going into work, we had that day's show written.
Done.
We had so much. The problem, honestly, for both those occasions was, what's the balance? Okay, we have the vice president shot a guy. The Democrats haven't done anything.
Right.
Especially nothing in comparison.
But it was almost this thing, too, where you could make joke after joke after joke after joke about Dick Cheney shooting his friend, and there was nothing political about it.
Nothing political.
It was just because the joke was that the most powerful man in the world did this absurd thing.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing political about that premise.
Nothing at all. But now everything is I watch what they're doing and I see what's happening, and I get nervous because I just think I don't know what I would do here, because it's everything now is very political, and you are catering to that audience. You know what I mean? It's you don't watch the news to be informed. You watch the news to hear it from the point of view that you believe in.
Right.
And the late night shows are the same. God bless them, and I think they all do a great job in an impossible situation.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
So Dave always wanted things balanced. But if Dave or if a guest or if they had an opinion, that's separate from the comedy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the comedy had to kind of be up the middle. And when Eric and I, left that show, we learned a lot from Dave. We learned everything from Dave. And everything is about plausibility and it's I mean, like right now we try to be funny and pitch funny shows and funny and realistic and this and that, and the world is just kind of bleak and ugly. So it just gets tougher and tougher, and so like Eric and I are churning it out, and we've been pitching shows for a long time. So after Letterman, we did a bunch of shows with still in the comedy variety world, but then we were pitching scripted shows, and this is all pre-COVID.
By the way, before you get into scripted shows, how do you pitch like a talk show, like a daytime talk show? How do you get a show like that on the air when to us, just watching, it's like, I don't know, do you just go to the network and say, hey, I got this star, he'll do a talk show? Because there's just so many of them.
That was a weird... my brother and I did a show with Harry Connick Jr. And now, before we did that daytime variety show, we were doing a scripted show with him that Dave was producing, based on an idea that Harry had about his family life. And Harry is squeaky clean, and it was like it reflected his morals, his upbringing, his just outlook on life. So we sold it to Fox. Dave was producing it, and we're writing the crap out of it, and we got various notes from Fox, and they would be like, "Oh, it's too family. It's too much of a family show." And we're like, "But you bought a family show."
The premise.
Yes, it's in the title. It was literally untitled Harry Connick Jr. Family Show. It was like the last two words in the title. So it's like, but they are, now that they own it, they're trying to cater it into something else. So we sold this show and we scripted it, and it didn't go anywhere. But while we were hanging out with Harry and we were like on the road with him writing this show, we talked about like the old school Carol Burnett show, the Dean Martin Variety Hour, like how it used to be fun. It used to mix music and comedy, and like Dean Martin was drunk, so they never knew what would happen. So whether it was live or not, it was treated like it was live, and Harry always liked that. And we had this idea of what we would have done in that situation. And then Harry was like, I would love to do this as a show, and his people contacted the networks and basically said, we have Harry Connick Jr., he wants to sing, he wants to do comedy, he wants to interview people. Yeah, and we ended up back on Fox.
It's so funny. Yeah. So it's one of those things that it's already in the system.
Yeah.
And then it just evolves somehow.
Yeah.
It evolves into this other thing, and it's like, well, now we're doing this other thing.
Yep. And we did it for 2 years, and yeah.
And you had this joyous vision of being like, no, I can do a scripted show where we're telling a story. Not back to the grind of daytime like every
show.
Single day.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, it was fun to do. And you go to rehearsal, and it's just like any other show I've worked on, except Harry's there at his piano with his whole band there, and they're just sort of improvising. So while you're trying to put a show together, you're getting a concert right here. It's and they're playing around, and it was a lot. It was probably the most fun I've had doing a show.
How do you figure out how to write / produce for like people for their voices? Like, how long do you have to spend figuring out that voice? Because like Letterman had a very specific, identifiable voice, and it is very different than Harry Connick Jr. And so are you watching the show going like,
I have no idea if I have a joke on or not.
Right, but every time he said, that's mine,
yes. And my brother and I wrote it together, so we split the payment for one joke. So we got $75 a joke.
Right, so that's 40 or 35, 38 or $37.50 a piece.
So yeah, we'll round up to 38. So at the time,
not in this economy.
It's fine. Yeah, well, it was then. This was
right.
Norm was.
This
doing.
is the 90s.
The go-go 90s.
That's 38, easy.
So Eric and I would buy newspapers all week. Again, a newspaper was how the news. So we bought newspapers all week because we'd have to fax it in Friday night. So we would just kind of.
You'd have to what?
You see, we would write the jokes. We'd have to put it in a fax machine. which for some reason we had in our living room, and we'd send it off to Norm, and then we'd watch on Saturday and see. Now, I also smoked cigarettes.
Nice.
So the amount, man, that was cool. I was cool.
I didn't know you were a cool dude.
I was a cool dude back then,
wow.
man. I had a leather jacket and I smoked cigarettes.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You
man.
just thought he was funny.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a cool funny
No,
dude.
I got more going on than that. And we, so my half of the $75 did not cover my cigarettes or my half of the newspapers. So I was losing money.
You didn't have a newspaper slush fund.
Yeah, I know. A lot of these young people do these days. So we wrote in Norm's voice, and as a TV writer. Comedy writer, TV writer, that's what you really have to do. And we also taught comedy writing in a place called Chicago City Limits, which is sort of Upright Citizens Brigade before Upright Citizens Brigade. And the one thing that we would always tell people is like the hardest part, it's not about writing in your voice. It's about writing in their voice, but doing it as you would, like bringing what you have, your angle to that show. So they already have like 10 people doing the jokes that Dave does. They don't want me just coming in and writing exactly what they do. They want something where it's like, oh, I didn't think of that, but it has to sound like Dave saying it.
Like your brain in Dave's voice.
Exactly. And when Eric and I became head writers and we would read packets from people, there were times where it was frustrating because we were on network television, so there's no cursing. Plus, Dave didn't curse anyway. Dave was pretty clean. There were times we did curse as a joke, but you knew it was getting bleeped. That was, the
joke.
That was the joke. We got a packet once from somebody, and not only was it cursing all the way through, but it was like the hard C word. It was just like, and it's just like, wow, there's not a chance in hell.
So you got a Mike Montone submission.
We had a Mike Montone. Oh, hey, good to see you again. But it was just like, so it's clear that this person doesn't watch the show.
Yes.
They're just writing jokes they think are funny. So, that's one thing that we would really look for, is that you can write at least close to the voice of the show. And so Eric and I learned how to do that. And with Harry, we were lucky because we traveled with him on his tour bus for months and months, and we knew him.
You slept on the bus?
I slept on the bus. Dude, it was the greatest thing ever.
You loved it.
I loved every second of it. There were a few times I went to sleep on the bunk, and I woke up and looking out the window, and there was a car there, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, I forgot I was on the bus. It was the greatest thing. So we knew his voice. And we just kind of we took our cue off of him. The big problem, women wanted to hear Harry sing.
Yeah,
they really wanted to hear him sing. They didn't necessarily want to see him do comedy. So it's like it would be like get to the song, get to this, and the women loved him, and they would. In the audience, I've never seen something like this. They would be like putting on their makeup before the show and like unzipping a little and adjusting. And I'm like, what is going on? And then during the commercial, Harry would go out and talk to people, and women would just grab him. And it was like, and he'd be like, did you just grab me? And the whole audience would laugh, but he wasn't joking.
He didn't want to be grabbed.
No, he didn't want to be
like
grabbed.
that.
No, he's a married man. He's not a piece of meat.
That is funny, though, the idea of like, because you always hear about the stand-up that has to open for the musical act, except in this case, you are both.
Yes,
like
exactly
you're
right.
trying to get your jokes out, even though everybody's here to watch you sing.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And he's very funny. He's like the most talented guy I like ever met. We were writing something for him. Oh, this was when we were writing the scripted show, and he took. There was some joke with him playing music, and he's like, wait, I need a guitar, and he grabbed a guitar, and he played the guitar and executed the joke on the guitar while we were writing it. And I was like, wow, dude, I didn't know you played the guitar. He's like, nah, I don't. And I'm like, whoa, really? It's like you just picked it up. So yeah, that's just how his brain worked, and it was exciting. It was fun. So we got we learned how to write in his voice, and then Eric and I would write. When we would create a show in our voice, but there was an animated show we sold. Dude, this is, again, you've heard these kinds of stories a million times, but we sold an animated show. And now this is when Netflix had Friends, and they were desperately trying to keep Friends like another year, and they're going to pay like $1 billion.
That's right.
And so our agent called one day, and we were about to go like to Netflix, and it's like Lisa Kudrow wants to read your script. And I'm like, oh, like that'd be good because she's on Netflix, and the you finish watching Friends, and if you like Friends, you'll like this show. So I was like, all right, great. And then I was in a movie with my daughter, and I got Lisa Kudrow wants to read the script, and I wrote back, great. 2 minutes later, Lisa Kudrow is reading the script right now. Great. Lisa Kudrow wants to meet you guys tomorrow, and I wrote back, great. And then 10 minutes later, Lisa Kudrow doesn't need to meet you. She's in. And I'm like, well, that's way too easy. So this is going to fall apart. Yeah. This is absolutely. So and to this day, I still have never met her. And we went to Netflix and wait, was it Netflix? No, we went to, we ended up at Fox and they bought the show. They bought it. It's sitting there on the shelf. They love it, and Lisa Kudrow's the star. And we changed a few things once she was on board to sound like her and to play to her strengths. And obviously, whatever she would want to do, we would do. And they're like, oh, we're so excited. Now, in a writer's contract, you're guaranteed certain things. You get paid for the idea. You get paid for like the treatment. If that gets approved, you get paid for the first draft. You get paid for the second draft and the polish and all this stuff. They're like, we have no notes. We're going to pay you for the other versions. And we're like, again, this is way too easy. And they... we're going to meet with animators, and we're going to do. All right, we're going to break for Christmas, and when we come back, we're fast tracking. They use words like that.
Yeah.
And then we came back from Christmas, and Disney bought Fox and fired everybody that loved it, and like, that was it. And it's like, well, what about the fast track? It's like, well, no, I don't know.
There was actually a fast track already reserved
for somebody.
So if we could just
the fast track was getting those people out of the office, and so it's like, all right, well. Can we buy it back? No. Because if we take it somewhere else and it's a hit, whoever let it go is going to get fired.
Right.
All right. So it's like, well, we have Lisa Kudrow. Can we at least still do it? No. So it's
like I can't push it forward because if it's not a hit, I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
But I can't let them have it because if it is a hit, then I'll get fired.
Yep.
So it'll just sit.
So they paid all this money. Yeah. I got paid this money. It's still sitting on a shelf.
Wow. Is that frustrating?
Yeah,
or is it just part of the...
Well, it's frustrating because it's happened to us like 4 times. Like 4 different ideas. Where, again, everyone's excited. But, yeah, so that's unfortunately what happens. So there's,
But you also had okay, we're at this step where everybody's saying it's a go, but that literally doesn't mean a thing.
I mean, you just never ever know.
Right.
So you just have to go in.
You're back to watching SNL, hoping one of your jokes is on TV.
Honest to God, that's how it is. And so everything we've done has been anything that's in our control. We try to make sure it's as good as possible. So again, you pitch. You go into a room. You pitch. Right before COVID, we went out. We had an idea. We had a comedy idea, a single camera scripted show, and somehow Ron Howard wanted to produce it and direct it. First time he had done something like that since Arrested Development. And again, it's like, well, then it's not going to happen. Like it's too good.
Right.
And so it's like he loved it. We worked on it. Now, while you're working on it for like a year and you're going through notes and developing it, you're not getting paid. You get paid when you sell it. So we're working on it. We're making sure it's as good as can be. When you pitch, they fly you out. So they fly us out. You're in a hotel for the night. The next day, you're going out and you're pitching all the places. Now, nobody gives a shit about me, just so you know.
Oh.
They care about Ron Howard.
Oh.
So it's like when I would go into these meetings, it was they loved Harry Connick Jr. And then like Harry would be, all right, I'm going to throw it to the Stengels and they're going to tell you about this. And their eyes never left Harry. They just stayed looking at Harry, and it's like, all right.
Which is great because it's like you want to think in a room like that it's like the idea of like, oh, that guy's famous. It's like they've seen it all. They work in the industry. Who cares if they're famous?
Nope.
They're the most impressed by famous people.
Yeah, it's like, holy crap. There's Ron Howard who directed it. He's an Oscar winner. He's right there. Now, as we are pitching this show, which was it was a good show. one of the people, like, again, you had one person was just sitting there, head in hand, just looking completely bored, just like drifted off.
Right.
And it's like, if they're doing that well with Ron, they really don't give a shit about me.
Yeah.
Like, this is not good. And so it's like we pitched like 3 places. The pitches were good. And then the next day, COVID closed everything down for
Perfect.
perfect
That's
timing.
what you want. Yeah.
So it was hard enough being in the room. It was hard enough keeping their attention, right? It's hard enough basically just dancing in front of them to sell this idea. And the idea is you have to know, like, usually it's like, all right, there's a guy and a wisecracking robot and they solve crimes. And like, oh, I love it. You know what I mean? Like that. It's like, but now they want to know what's the premise, what happens in the first episode, what happens in the first season, what happens in the second season.
All in the pitch.
Everything. They want you to know everything. I have gone in, I've had like 4 years of a show mapped out for like every pitch that Eric and every different show pitch we come up with.
But like, so that part to me, and look, I think it's also, because doing this, it's a luxury in the sense that if we have an idea, the idea can come up on the air, and then the next day we're doing it, and then it just that part isn't like, if you fall in love with an idea and you're kind of living in that world, you just do it. But the idea of like, because you can't map out 4 years of a show without like being in that place mentally while you're working on
right.
it. So
right.
the idea that it's just like, well, that was that, as it turns out, that was just an exercise.
Well, but they want to know before they lay out the money and they commit to it that they that we as the showrunners know where this is going, so they know it's not open-ended like as people feared like Lost was. They want to know that what the end game is, and right now
JJ ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, son of a bitch. No, so they want to have an idea. Now, Eric and I, we've been working. We were developing a show for a long time with Bill Prady, the guy that created Big Bang Theory, and in these meetings, in these pitches, excuse me, they would say, what happens in the second season, third, fourth, and Bill, who has done like 1 million TV shows, he would always kind of throw in at the end. But of course, these characters sometimes lead you in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So he would always kind of add that just so, we're not stuck with this plan. But they want to know before they invest in the whole idea. So you have to have everything mapped out. So it's tough enough doing it live in the room. But, it was good because at least you're energetic and you're like this. And then Ron Howard's jumping in saying, because I want to direct this, I want to do this, I want to do that. So it's like you feel the energy in the room. Now that COVID has hit, everything's changed and everything's on Zoom. You guys did your shows on Zoom.
It's better.
It is much better. It turns out.
It's better.
Yeah. But now they realize that we can pitch on Zoom. They don't have to pay to fly us out and put us in a hotel. And the Writers Guild is involved. Everyone's involved. So they can't just put you on like a 4 a.m. flight and put you up at like a Holiday Inn. They want everyone taken care of. So they're spending money. So now they're saving a lot of money. So everything's on Zoom.
But the pitches suck.
Yes. It turns out that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like, a little. Yeah. So.
That's like when they're like, well, why don't you just do the show from home? It's like, because it would suck.
It would not be good. I'm in my underpants. How's that going to help the situation?
Yeah.
So now your pitch, like my brother and I will rehearse it. We will have the whole pitch mapped out. And it's like with Bill Prady, for example, it's like we have the whole pitch mapped out. It's like Bill will talk here. And then we have a full roadmap. And then Bill will throw it to the Stengels. And then Eric and I will break it up. And you see on the screen, they're checking their email sometimes during the pitch. Like you just see, or they're taking notes. But whatever it is, you see their eyes turn to the screen and you see them typing and you're like, all right. So you can't let that throw you. Also, as it turns out, they don't, where the laughs are. And if you get the laughs in your pitch, that kind of that helps you build it up. And you're really
of course.
Now, sometimes they will mute themselves so it won't throw you, but then you think you're tanking because you're not getting any laughs. So it's like you're playing to dead silence, which makes you want to go faster and zoom through it. So it's just, and it's like if you put a deck together or you have like drawings, animation, anything, sketches, you share your screen on Zoom, but that shit never works.
No.
Ever. It's always like, wait, 1 sec. Wait, now do you see it? Which kills all momentum. So Eric and I, if Eric's pitching, if it's an animated show, or if it's actually, there was a live action thing we were doing, and we had props, and we had like, there was something with Mario Lopez. And Eric had a Mario Lopez doll from like the 90s.
Like the Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell
That's
doll.
great.
So Eric had that laying around. Of course he did. And then we also had like a cutout, and it was like taped to a popsicle stick. So Eric would hold it up right to the camera. So it's so low rent, it gets a laugh from them.
Sure.
And it's like, so we have various things planned out to keep their attention. So you're just
Because you're putting on a show.
You're putting on a show. You're holding up something shiny, like here, look here, look here. And you're dancing. You're doing everything to make it seem as entertaining as possible. And we're trying to make something that is very stale and static seem interesting. And if we can make the pitch seem interesting, hopefully they will believe that the show will be interesting.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that goes into. We had a pitch. We were at Letterman, and somebody wanted to meet us, and they called us in, and it was like, it's like a room full of people. They really wanted to meet us. And it's like this woman in the middle, and then it's like 2 people on either side, and then 2 people on either side of that. So and they're just like staring at you. And they started the meeting, and it wasn't. They did not get a lot of confidence from us, because they said, "Just so you know, we're in a lot of trouble, and we'll put anything on right now, anything." And it's like, "Oh, great! That sounds like anything we put up will last." You know, it's just like. So it's like, we'd love to hear whatever ideas you had. So, Eric, we just had it was a general meeting, a general discussion meeting. And one person at the end says, let me ask you guys, how long have you guys been together? And I'm like, well, we've been at Letterman for like, I guess it was like 15 years at the time. And before that we were, working on this thing and this thing. And like, no. How long have you been a couple? And
the Stangles.
Yeah, the Stangles.
Famous lovers.
Yeah. So the woman in the middle yelled, "They're brothers, they're not lovers." And it's like, all right, this meeting, we got to go. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting everybody. These things are just a shit
show. The gay couple who write for
Letterman. Yeah, which is weird, because Dave always referred to us as brothers on the air. So gay brothers? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened.
We figured that was just for TV.
Yeah,
you must be a couple.
Yeah, well, we try to keep our private lives private.
I don't know. We get these Christmas cards from them, and they're naked half the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I have been naked on various. If you Google me, you will see various. My kids will every once in a while, they're in college now, and they'll call and be like, "My friends Googled you last night." And I'm like, "Yeah." There's a picture of me naked on David Letterman's desk somewhere. That when he had heart surgery, the executive producer Barbara Gaines took a picture of me naked on his desk with a "Get Well Soon, Dave" sign. And so I believe that desk is in the Smithsonian. My naked ass has been on something in the Smithsonian. This is pretty good.
Now, I do love, based on the content that you've been putting out to the masses, that you have stepped into the world of AI.
Yes.
You celebrate the world.
I celebrate the world
of AI.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have seen. If you follow Justin Stengel on social, Jay Stengel on Instagram is my method of choice. Fairly regularly. There will be videos, different situations. Could be a grocery store.
Yeah, I was in a grocery.
Could be any place. And
in the woods.
Well, yeah, in the woods, a giant gorilla comes in and brutally attacks Justin.
Yes. So we have this amazing technology. In a second, it'll like write a book, or it can do like whatever this AI can do. People are using it. The only thing I do is to have it animate a video of a gorilla hitting me in the nuts. That's it. Over and over. I had a few robots also come in, and a robot will beat me up. There was one, I asked the AI to imagine me on the toilet, and then after a minute, the gorilla comes in. That's one of them on the screen. The robot comes in and beats me up. And it was really funny, right? It was really good. And then it might have been Eric, my brother / lover, who noticed. He's like, "Did it animate your genitals?" And we zoomed in, and I was like, "Well, we can't do that." and I asked it, "Can you do it without showing my genitals?" And then And then the robot wasn't as funny. Like the robot seemed to react more to me. So yeah, that's the only thing I do is just to have myself get hit in the sack with by a gorilla.
Gorilla
or a robot.
or a robot. It could be. So you don't. As somebody who's in the creative field, you don't worry about the AI overlords coming in, or you do worry?
I completely worry about it, and that's why I write each one of those things myself. I'm still writing it. No, it's terrible. I mean, if I write a TV show idea, a guy and his wisecracking robot solve crimes, okay, and I pitch it to NBC or Hulu, and they buy it, I own part of it. Right. So if I get fired, whatever, I still own part of it. So I'll get paid where it airs anywhere in the country. If they do spin-offs, you own a percentage. So now they can go to AI and be like, give me 20 ideas for a cop show. All right, there's a guy and a monkey and they solve crimes. There's a guy and a wisecracking robot. There's a guy in this and that. They can circle like 5 of those, hire me for like 2 weeks to develop those. They maintain ownership.
But it's not your idea. It was the AI's, so they would have the ownership
They
of
own it.
You get paid for your 2 weeks.
Right, that's it. I'm a hired hand. That's what they're trying to do with everything. So it's really...
And are like unions starting to like figure out like, okay, we have to figure out how to work around these rules and create new stuff, and then...
Well, we went on strike 2 years ago, and it didn't really seem to help. But no, I'm sure it did, because like whatever rules they have set up, I mean, like.
But that was for like because everybody wasn't prepared for streaming and everything.
Well, no, that was the previous strike.
The other strike.
That was the other strike. This one was specifically about AI, and I was like, this is so stupid. Like, I don't even know what this AI crap they're talking about. And sure enough, they were right. It's like 2 seconds later, this stupid little app is doing everything I can do in a second.
Right,
and much better, by the way.
But
yeah,
you are writing those videos.
I am. I write. Justin is walking around a supermarket shopping. Gorilla bursts in, hits him in the nuts. Chaos.
Chaos ensues.
Yeah. Chaos seems to help the AI come up with the gorilla's reaction. So it's AI is awful, but it's like you look at like what shows are you watching?
I'm watching The Chair Company.
I watched The Chair Company.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Love The Chair Company.
Love The Chair Company. There's no way
it's
AI...
a whodunit.
It is a whodunit. There's no way an AI could come up with that. You know what I mean?
No, even if you said write it in the style of Tim Robinson. Because even like I'm watching Chair Company with my wife, and she's like... for the first time, I can actually watch this with you because all the other Tim Robinson stuff, whether it's I Think You Should Leave or the Friendship movie or whatever, she's like, I can't get through it because it's just like, it's just so heavy cringe with very minimal plot.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Whereas
right.
this one, there is so much actual, as silly as it is, there's real
it's balanced.
story.
Yeah, there's an actual story, an actual mystery. It is I expected it was going to be stupid. I thought it would be more one-dimensional, like Detroiters, which I love. But it was like each episode was very simple, and then they just explored it with jokes.
Right.
I thought it was going to be like that. I thought this would be just like that, and it's not. It's dense, and I'm loving it because it's not what I expected.
Same.
But AI, I don't think could do that.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
By the way, did you? Speaking of, looping it all together.
Yeah.
Jim Downey's in Chair Company.
Yes.
Did you work with him at all when you were working with Norm, or were you just submitting from home, really?
We were submitting from home. We had a friend of ours who he was doing it for Norm, and then he got hired for Letterman, of all places. So they asked our friend Rodney, do you know anybody? And Rodney said, yeah, I know these brothers. And so they asked us to do it. So we would literally just write pages of jokes and fax it into Norm, watch the show. It was weird because after a few months, we got nothing on. And we didn't care. I mean, because they had 2 writers there that just wrote with Norm. And the one part of me, the one little voice in my head is like, maybe we're sending it to the wrong fax number.
Just some random fax machine is getting all these Norm jokes.
Yeah, just some old lady was like, why are you? And so we sent an email. It's like, if you hate our jokes, that's fine. I honestly don't care. I just want to make sure you're getting them. And we got back an email that was like, oh, we're getting them. And I was like, oh, okay, well, then they hate our jokes. But no.
Good to know, but also that hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it's a different hurt, though. It's a more long-term, I've made huge mistakes.
Right. I'm not foolish. I'm just untalented.
Untalented. Good. Good. I know how to use a fax machine. But it turns out we had gotten other ones to rehearsal or to other things. It just didn't get on the air. And then that weekend we got our first one on the air, which was kind of crazy. And then one day we got a call that Norm wants to see you guys. And I was like, oh my God, this is huge. This is like the biggest moment of our lives. And we went down on a Friday night, and they had us wait. Norm was in rehearsal, and they had us waiting for a while, and then they brought us into Norm's office. And Norm's office looked lived in. And I know, they're famous for their crazy hours there and their sleep, but it looked lived in. like the guy never leaves. And his phone was broken, like snapped in half, the handpiece. So you'd have to hold the mouthpiece and the earpiece like separately. So I don't know what happened in there. And as we walk in to the meeting, and we're both nervous, he goes, stangly dangly. And we're like, oh, hey, Norm, how are you? Hey, sit down, come sit down. And he was just like the greatest guy. And Frank Sebastiano, who is one of his writers, Frank, says, can I ask you guys a question? And Norm goes, no, don't. And so clearly they have had some sort of discussion about who the Stangles are, brothers, lovers, whatever we are. And I said, no, you can ask. What? And Frank says, you guys are brothers, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, so if your brothers, do you guys fuck each other in the ass? And there's just like a long pause. And I look at my brother, and he's like, I don't know how to answer that. And I said, I'm the older brother. I fuck him in the ass. Long pause again. It got a laugh. It's like, okay, we're fine. This is fine. The rest of the time we were there, it's fine. And yeah, Norm loved. We got hired at Letterman soon after, and whenever Norm would come over to do the show, we'd go and talk to him and hang out. And he loved Dave. Dave loved him. And Norm was always very, very kind to us. Actually, there was I was on the second date with the woman who ended up being my wife, and she was being kind of annoying, right? Second date, and like I got us tickets to see some show she wanted to go see, and then we were at a restaurant. Now we're at a restaurant. And it's like our second date, and she invited she wanted her friend to meet me. But it's an expensive restaurant, and she brought her husband. So now there's like, I'm paying for 4 people at this restaurant. At that moment, Norm called me, and it was like the only time he ever called me. And I was like, excuse me 1 second. And I got up from the table, and Norm's like, hey, I'm at a bar downtown. You want to come down? What are you doing? And I looked at the table of like the woman who's like gonna be my wife and these other 2 people I don't know who are like enjoying my wine and eating my food, and I'm looking at the phone and there's Norm Macdonald downtown, and for like I was like, nah, I'm on a date, I gotta stay, and I ended up marrying the woman. So
it's a good thing, because otherwise.
But there's some times when things get rough at home where I was like, oh, I could have gone hung out with Norm. Oh God, who knows what would have happened? Oh my God.
No, that is still one of those decisions where you're like, well, I married her, so obviously I made the right decision. But it probably would have worked out fine anyway.
Yeah. One way or another, I would have landed on my feet.
I mean, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? Yeah, I think so.
Who am I to argue with God's plan?
I also love that so much of the Letterman stuff is on YouTube now, and like just continues to have a life. Like last night, I just fell, and it's happened multiple times. And there have been times where I've texted you, gone like, "Hey, I have a question about this." 'Cause I'm just watching some Letterman thing. But I was on another Lyle the Intern kick.
Oh my God,
last night.
We loved Lyle. They actually did Lyle back at NBC, and a different actor, different character. It was Lyle the intern, and it's just basically some punk ass kid who's saying rude things to Dave, like calling him like an asshole and calling him all kinds of things, and Dave loves that. So one day he brought that up, and so Eric and I were like, "Oh, let's bring back Lyle the intern." It's been like 10 years, so we wrote it, and Dave loved it. He loved it so much he didn't want to read the script ahead of time, and Dave approved everything. So he didn't want to read it ahead of time. He wanted to be surprised on the air. So we would kind of be writing these things, and Jimmy Simpson played him. Now he would come out, and he would be like, Dave would kind of give him a hassle. He's not working, and he would say stuff like, "Stop slapping my yam bag," right? He would say that to Dave. Now, CBS would go bananas with me, and we would get notes. It's like, you can't say yam bag on the air. It's like, yam bag is not a thing. Like, it's not. It's absolutely not. So, and it's, you can't say, like, there was the reboot of Battlestar Galactica, and their version of cursing was frack. They'd say frack, frack you. So, we couldn't curse, whatever. I did the experiment. And now, this Battlestar Galactica was on at 10 o'clock at night. We're on at 11:30. I had Lyle the intern say, "You're out of your fracking mind." CBS went nuts. You can't say fracking. I'm like, why? It's not a thing. And they're like, you can't. People know what you're trying to say. And I was like, but it's not. It's on at 10 o'clock on another network. It is not it shows how crazy he is. So we had to start getting creative with how he would show his disdain for Dave, and
because that's paramount.
It was paramount. It was very important. Dave loved it when he would come in and yell at him and complain about the working conditions. We would always have to work on Thanksgiving, which was fun. My kids would come in because the parade would go right in front of the windows. So the kids would come in, all the staffers' kids would come in and stare out the window at the parade, and we're writing for that.
What, because there was like a football game on, and you guys were going to follow it, or what? Like, why did you have to work on, or just because Dave?
We worked on Thanksgiving.
Gotcha.
It was a nice catered meal.
Sure.
We had a new episode. Fun fact: the ratings did not count on that day. That's something you don't often hear about. So we're doing a show, and we could have had the best night ever or the worst, and it made
matter.
No, it didn't make a difference. So we had Lyle come out, interrupt the show, and slap a table down right in front of the camera. So he is now blocking Dave. He's between Dave and the camera. Slap it down, put a plate of food down, and start eating, and he's talking to the camera, and Dave's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, since you're making us work, we can't be with our families. I told my family to tune in right now, and I'm having Thanksgiving dinner with them." And that was completely meant as a joke, and I'm not sure how that played. I know a lot of the staff was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No,
we're having fun."
Yeah, we had like everyone's I don't want to be at home with my family. I'm loving this. This is great.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you're in town Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. at Rodney's here in New York City as part of the New York Comedy Festival, Justin and his brother / lover,
yes,
Eric Stengel, are going to be doing a show called How to Craft the Perfect TV Pitch. It's this Wednesday at 7:30. It's at Rodney's. You can follow Justin on Instagram at JStengel, TikTok JStengel5, and on X Justin_Stengel. You're the best. And by the way, you know what I realized maybe yesterday?
What?
It must have been 10 years ago or so that I had the opportunity to do my own show for the first time here. And it was the first time I took this title out for a run and put the apostrophe behind my name and everything.
Yeah.
And you know who was in studio and it was even before I was on at night. It was when I was on at like noon. And it was me, and I was in a tiny room all the way down at like Jazz at Lincoln Center or whatever. Yep. Yeah, just by myself, like on an island. And Justin Stengel was in the room with me the whole time.
Yeah.
Silently observing. He wouldn't leave.
Yeah. Again, I don't like to go home to my family. Yeah, no, I was there, and There was what happened? It was there was a Caitlyn Jenner breaking story.
I think it was when Caitlyn Jenner was first on the cover of the Vanity Fair, whatever
Vanity
it was,
Fair.
when it was like, this is Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And nobody had seen it, and it was like it just broke.
Yeah, and I just handed you the phone.
Yeah.
And you saw it, and then you just started riffing. My youngest daughter, Ashley, does a radio show at AU, the Soundboard. And Ashley, I tell her to listen to you because you are very, very good at talking, exploring something. Like, you will talk about one subject, and I'm sure half the time you don't even know what you're going to say, but you can see that you're wandering around, finding your angle, and you're very, very good at that. And watching you do it that day was very impressive because you couldn't prepare for that. You didn't know that Caitlyn was going to be at a magazine.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I hope everybody goes to check out your show on Wednesday. Justin Stengel, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, everybody.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
There's more Sam Roberts Show after this.
Hey everybody, it's Conan O'Brien, and guess what? I've got my own channel, Conan O'Brien Radio, here on Sirius XM. Tune in to channel 104 for exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities, hilarious moments from all my TV shows, showcasing some of the most absurd and hilarious moments from my decades on television, and episodes from Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast and Andy Richter's weekly call-in show. Don't miss out. Conan O'Brien Radio, channel 104, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
If you're a fan of The Strange, Dark, and Mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload once a week.
The Mr. Ballin Podcast.
Real people who come face to face with real-life monsters. All she wanted to do was communicate with the devil. When his apartment was searched, a house of horrors is revealed. Whatever they had seen was not something they were going to joke about. Bridget's prom date turned out to be Jeffrey Dahmer.
The Mr. Ballin Podcast. True stories of the bizarre, chilling, and unexplained. Available on the SiriusXM app.
Sunday. This is your day. So start it like you mean it.
Now let's go out there and do what we're supposed to do, baby.
Get locked in at 11 a.m. with Fox NFL Kickoffs.
I'm excited to watch this game.
Then at noon, it's America's #1 pregame show as the best crew in the biz hype you up for a full day of football.
Bring it. I like it.
What a catch! Start the best day the best way with back-to-back pregame shows every Sunday on Fox.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Last year, over 2 million people called Morgan & Morgan in their time of need. I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. People often ask,